Bruins getting opportunities to score, and that was a great example of it. I thought his checking skill is stick, and then escaping and then getting it to Marshy right away. Big time play.
Yeah, and it's not just 3-on-3 in overtime, right? You want to see it 5-on-5. That's something that they preached right from the beginning of the season that they want to see more of this year. It's one of the reasons they went out and kind of made some of the additions that they did, where they felt that they can be better on a forecheck, put teams back on their heels a little bit more than they have or than they've done over the past couple of seasons. And I think, that illustrates it, right? That's good pressure right there, and then Marchand's able to pounce on it. And Lindholm had a good game. We're going to get to him a little bit later here, but he had a really strong game. I thought he had some really good chances to score. He's done some good things defensively. Keeps doing that, form some of that chemistry, because it was Pastrnak for a while here. Now it's going to be Brad Marchand. We'll see how long that goes, and hopefully they can forge some of that chemistry together.
Well, as they welcome in the Ottawa Senators tonight, obviously these two teams involved in a big trade over the offseason. Bruins dealing Linus Ullmark up to Ottawa for a first-round pick, and two guys have already made positive impacts for the Bruins, Jonas Korpisalo and this guy, Mark Kastelik.
I have nothing but kind things to say about the organization. You can clearly see they're going in the right direction still, so I wish them nothing but the best. But, I have a lot of positive memories there, and I grew a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Linus Ullmark, elite goaltender. He won the Vezina a couple seasons ago. So, if you're going to make that trade, and it's obviously because of financial reasons and other reasons, but you make that trade, what are you getting back? Korpisalo has played well for them, but you also get Kastelik, who's really filled a nice role as that fourth-line center. And, he's been probably better. I know Jim Montgomery was asked about him this morning. He just said, has he been better than you expected? And basically Montgomery just said yes. He's done a lot more than maybe we anticipated when he came in. He's big, he's strong, he can skate, he's not afraid to drop the gloves, he'll finish every hit, he'll block shots. It's what you need from a fourth-line center, and maybe you can play up in the lineup when games get on the line, and you want to shorten your bench a little bit. Maybe he's a third-line center, maybe he's a winger on the right side. But he's provided some of that forecheck. I mean, if it wasn't for the fourth line over the first handful of games, the Bruins would have been really sunk, right? I mean, because that line really carried the load here. Now it's a bit of a change on that fourth line. You still have two-thirds of it together, but, you move Koepke up to a different line to try to jumpstart some other players within your lineup. But Kastelik has done everything asked of him and more so far this season.
He had 10 points in 63 games last year in Ottawa. He's got 7 points already in 15 games in a Bruins uniform. We talked a little bit, you mentioned off the top, Elias Lindholm. A number of players have made some positive strides offensively here over the course of the last week, and he's certainly one of them. Lindholm with assists in 4 of his last 5 games.
I'm here to help this team and here to produce, and when that doesn't happen, it's obviously frustrating, and you want to get back to help the team that way, and hopefully I can help a little bit, and had a lot of chances last game, so I mean, if it keeps going like this, they're probably going to win sooner or later.
Oh, I think so. I mean, he might be off a little bit offensively right now, but he had some really good looks last game. They always say, right, if you're not putting points up on the board, what are you doing to help the team win? I think he does a lot to help the team win. But obviously, he feels that pressure coming in as somebody he's going to play the top 2 lines. He's expected to put up some of those points. He's expected to play intelligently, but he has made some key, huge defensive plays over the last week or so where he's had to cover up for guys, cover up for a couple mistakes here and there, or maybe, a bad pinch here or there. And he's been back and made that play defensively. His face-offs have been good. They count on him a ton for face-offs. Generally, they've been good. So I think he's been, when Calgary was in the other day, somebody asked me, a couple people asked me from Calgary, how has he been playing? And, you need more out of him. I said, well, you'd love to get a little bit more production out of him, but some of the other things he's doing, no complaints with the way Elias Lindholm has played in terms of effort and competitiveness and defensively. Now you just want to see him get rewarded a little bit more at the offensive end.
Meanwhile, one of the areas that the Bruins really hoping to see more success from is their power play. Jim Montgomery's team now 2 for their last 27 with a man advantage.
Still fighting it. It's not fluid. It's, the entries aren't the way we would want to, and then just guys knowing what they're going to do with the puck, whether it's shooting or passing it, that next play speed is not where it needs to be right now.
They're 30th in the league coming in. and they've been dropping because of those numbers that you just referenced. They made some changes this morning. We'll see if they stick with them. They probably will. They're usually pretty true to that. You know, Lindholm is going to go back from that elbow on the right side. He's going to go into the middle. They're going to move Zacha to that top power play unit. Zacha had a really strong game the other day in the game against Calgary. Coyle moves to the second unit. You got Lohrei and Lindholm as your defenseman on the second unit. So some changes to the look once they get in the zone. You got Allmark and Swayman hugging here at center ice. Right in between former Bruin Gary Galley, who's doing the game for Hockey Night in Canada. They're taking a little picture of them. So there you go. Everybody was kind of asking about it. Well, they have it won't become after the game. Someone's going to be upset. So it comes before the game. And good to see. But you go back to the power play. Special teams in general need to be way better. Way better. And we asked Jim Montgomery about that this morning. And he told us that, and you'll hear it later on in the pregame show, you know, their numbers, when you combine the penalty killing percentage and the power play percentage, generally if you're over 100%, you're looking pretty good. Right now they're at 85. And they were well over 100 last year. You know, if you combine those special teams and they're over 100, that's a good number. You know, and there's some teams that are even well higher than that. But, you know, right now well below standards, both on the power play and on the penalty kill. And it's definitely an area that he emphasized this morning, you know, when he was going over, you know, watching the pregame skate, and they were running some power play drills. I mean, he usually doesn't get too animated in a morning skate during a power play drill. You're just kind of running through your kind of system there, and what your cues on a puck goes here. Okay, here's your options. Puck goes there. Kind of here's your options. But he was drilling down on them a little bit, making sure that they were sharp and you know, going a little extra mile there in that offensive end.
Well, we're getting ready for the Bruins and the Ottawa Senators. Face-off will come just a little bit after 7 o'clock tonight. As we continue here on our Bruins pregame show, we will go around the NHL, including the Sabres and Flames in an afternoon shootout.
Justin Kirkland, the Winnipeg native for the Flames. Luukkonen tracks it. Saved by Luukkonen. Sabres win it in the shootout.
We'll hear some more thoughts from Bruins head coach Jim Montgomery about tonight's matchup.
You got to make sure you're protecting the house. We got to make sure our wings aren't low, healthy, because they have a lot of forwards that can make bang-bang plays from behind the net.
And up next, we'll take a closer look at the Ottawa Senators.
Clear to the corner, back in front. Save is made as a backhander scores. All this came off Forsberg going out to play a puck, misplaying it.
That's all on the way here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Coming up short? We've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's Overdraft Privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts, a new way to keep your teen safer as they grow, like making sure they always have their seatbelt on.
All right, buckle up. Good job.
New Instagram Teen Accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
Hi, this is Trent Frederick, and I'm excited to team up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families this year. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season to help score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors initiative will donate funds to end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive. Locally, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will be enabling a donation of $100 every time we feed the puck for a goal to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger, up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Bosch tools are built for workers. Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback control to help work go more smoothly when you need it. The 2-in-1 impact driver and wrench quickly changes between bits and sockets, so you only need one tool instead of two. And the X-Lock grinder switches wheels up to 5 times faster than standard grinders. Bosch tools take care of the job and you. Bosch Tools, what hard workers deserve. Learn more at BoschTools.com.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
To Giroux. Back to Sanderson. Gets it across Norris with a shot. That's blocked. Loose puck is cleared. Empty net goal, and the Islanders will win this game.
Back here at TD Garden, Bruins and the Ottawa Senators coming up. Ottawa entering the night with just 2 wins over their last 7 games. They're coming off back-to-back losses to the Sabres and the Islanders by a combined score of 9-3. Head coach Travis Green's team has compiled a 6-7 record in an up-and-down start to their season.
Yeah, Travis Green taking over first-year head coach here for the Ottawa Senators. You know, he's got a lot to work with, but he's also got to mold them a little bit, right? I mean, they've got to have some of that structure. They've made some additions in the offseason, but they're banking on these younger players continuing to get better and better and better. Brady Tkachuk's already there. You know, Stützle's there most nights. Pretty good player. We've got some other guys up front who are good. Sanderson's really good on the back end. You know, it's a team where you can really start to see them taking hold, but unfortunately people in Ottawa have been seeing this for the last several years, and they haven't taken hold yet. You know, is it the goaltending? Is that what's holding them back? Is it team defense? Is that holding them back? They certainly have the offensive firepower and the weapons to be able to do it up front for them, but can they keep the puck out of the net? And they've drafted and developed several of their players that are in here today, and you know, they're trying to continue to move forward and take those steps. You know, the 3 teams that everybody kind of talks about in the Atlantic Division, right? Buffalo, Detroit, Ottawa. Montreal's not there yet. People, you know, most people would agree with that. But those 3 teams, are any of them ready to take that next step and make the playoffs? And, you know, take somebody out that's been in there just about every year here recently, including the Bruins and Florida and Tampa and Toronto. You know, not easy, but they're knocking on the door, and Ottawa's one of them. But they're going to try to find some of that consistency. And some of the other issues that have hurt them over the past couple of years, they've gotten so far behind early on, where they've lost so many games early, and then they put a good push on, but it's too late because you're chasing teams, and you're just not going to catch them. It's too hard to make up ground, especially as the season wears on, and you start to see, not even start to see, you just see so many of those 3-point games on a nightly basis. Their home and road records and special teams, huge disparity. So you would think an advantage for the Bruins here today, just in general, in the way that Ottawa has started the season.
Well, you mentioned Brady Tkachuk's name. He leads the Senators with 7 goals on the season. He talked about what's been missing in Ottawa's last 2 losses.
I mean, patience is something that you got to always have, but you also have to have a little desperation too in your game, and I think that's what happened there in the third. We got some desperation, and that's the type of hockey we need to play, but yeah, fell short again.
Yeah, and he wears his heart on his sleeve, right? 3 straight 30-goal, 100 penalty minute seasons for Brady Tkachuk, and that's on a losing team. This is what he brings to the table every night, and the physicality, the toughness. He's a guy that's more than willing to drop his gloves. He's a little bit different than his brother, and you know, I think, you know, when you compare the two, they are a little bit different. I think Brady plays a little bit different style than maybe Matthew does. Matthew's probably on a better team right now, but maybe offensively, Ottawa's got the ability to challenge in that department. And just to illustrate, kind of going back to where they are home and road this season, at home, the Ottawa Senators this season are 5-2. On the road, they're 1-5. Power play wise, at home, they're first in the NHL in power play. On the road, they're 25th. So something's missing there. Something's missing for the Ottawa Senators on the 2. But it's so early. It's probably a little bit too early to judge them on those numbers. This is a long way to go, and you can catch up to some of those numbers in a hurry. But, you know, they need to start doing that now, especially after the last couple losses they had.
Well, former Bruins goalie Linus Ullmark will get the start in between the pipes for the Senators tonight. Has gotten off to a little bit of a rocky start up north of the border. Said yesterday he's looking forward to being back at TD Garden tonight.
It's never easy playing in Boston. You know, they've been a good team for so many years. So, you know, you got to bring your A game, which is also fun. It's exciting. And, you know, for me at least, that's where I want to thrive. It's this sort of situations where I feel that I'm getting more out of the actual game in itself.
He played the first game of the season, played well, and kind of had an injury that he was dealing with, and it was bothering him a little bit. So since he's been back, it's been a little up and down, a little uneven for him. Got a nice ovation when he stepped out on the ice today to lead the Ottawa Senators on for pregame warm-ups here. And as we said, him and Swayman got reacquainted out at the red line with a little hug, and and settle low. That got a nice rise out of the crowd as well. But this should be interesting today. I mean, he's kind of the big storyline coming in, big free agent. He's in the last year of a contract, but he did sign a 4-year extension for the exact same number that Jeremy Swayman signed only about a week before Ullmark did, a week or two before Ullmark did.
Yeah, $8.25 million has become a popular number for goaltenders around the league since that Swayman contract. We're getting you ready for the Bruins and the Ottawa Senators coming up from TD Garden. We will come back here in just a few moments and get a check of what's going on around the NHL. But up next, we will get a check of the Sports Hub headlines with Mark Dondero here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Coming up short? We've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's overdraft privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today, federally insured by NCUA.
Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts, a new way to keep your teen safer as they grow, like making sure they always have their seatbelt on.
All right, buckle up. Good job.
New Instagram Teen Accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content.
This season, Chevy brings classic pairings, cookies and milk, mistletoe and kisses, and your holiday plans and a new Chevy. Silverado 1500 gives you power and capability with 430 pound-feet of torque to haul your holiday tree. Equinox EV and the all-new Equinox offer award-winning quality and style to see you through the holiday season. See why Chevy makes everything better and brighter. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about Clear Path for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. Clear Path for Veterans is working with Safety Insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Center in Devens, Massachusetts. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to Clear Path and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safety4vets.com.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app. Lines.
Almost there. Bruins trying to win their 4th game in their last 5 tries. Set to take on the Ottawa Senators tonight at TD Garden. You can hear that game right here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Elsewhere, the Boston Celtics, they clipped the Brooklyn Nets last night, 108-104 in overtime. Jason Tatum with 33 points. Peyton Pritchard with 20 off the bench as the C's bounce back from their loss to Golden State last week. Also in the NBA, Shams Charania is reporting that Zion Williamson will be put on the shelf indefinitely after sustaining a hamstring injury. Bad news for the Pelicans. College football, Boston College, they took down Syracuse today, 37-31 over in Chestnut Hill. And Georgia Tech, they defeated previously unbeaten Miami this afternoon, 28-23. Meanwhile, Boston College basketball, they lost to VCU on Friday night, 80-55 in the Veterans Classic. I'm Mark Dondero for Buzz's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Ryan and Bob will take you around the NHL next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
You haven't heard about the McCrispy yet? Well, then, you probably haven't heard the sweet silence after the first crispy bite either. Go try it for yourself to hear the best nut sound you've ever heard.
When your celebration of life is prepaid in advance, it becomes a gift from you to your family later, because no one should have to plan for a loss while they're experiencing one. Paying in advance protects your loved ones and gives you the peace of mind you deserve. Let us help you plan every detail with professionalism and compassion. We're your local Dignity Memorial provider. Find us at dignitymemorial.com.
With a VSP individual vision plan, you're the one pulling the strings. Because taking care of your eye health after retirement comes with a lot of decisions that only you should make, like choosing how to save on the lens enhancements you need, the right name brand frames for your style, and choosing your eye doctor from the nation's largest independent doctor network. Even how you enroll is up to you. Make the best decisions for your vision at the eye doctor's office, retail locations, and online with VSP individual vision plans.
The wait is almost over.
This crowd is ready for hockey.
The world's best players take the ice to compete for their country. International Best on Best hockey comes to Boston as Bruins stars Brad Marchand of Team Canada and Charlie McAvoy of Team USA compete to see which hockey nation will reign. Canada, Finland, Sweden, USA. The Four Nations face-off. Get your tickets today.
November, the season of touchdowns, turkey, and giving thanks. But what if you could add finding money to the list? Well, you might be able to when visiting findmassmoney.gov. Here in Massachusetts, 1 in 10 people have unclaimed property, from things like uncashed paychecks, refunds from overpaid bills, or forgotten savings accounts. Findmassmoney.gov is free, easy to use, and it only takes 30 seconds to search your name. So this November, make a winning play and visit findmassmoney.gov, because finding money is the ultimate game changer. That's findmassmoney.gov.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days. Whether it's a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, or powerful Ridgeline, turn your dream Honda into reality during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Passport and a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Pilot or Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Bruins and Senators coming up from TD Garden. Time to go around the NHL. Couple of finals already in the books today. Buffalo Sabres a winner over Calgary in a shootout 3-2.
Justin Kirkland, the Winnipeg native for the Flames. He's got the puck to the circle on the left wing side. Luukkonen tracks it. Saved by Luukkonen. Sabres win it in a shootout.
A couple losses in the extra time now for the Calgary Flames, losing here at the TD Garden a couple days ago as well. So they go to 7-5-3 on the season with that loss to the Buffalo Sabres. Sabres go to 7-7-1. Tage Thompson, his 10th goal of the season for Buffalo.
Some history in Winnipeg. The Jets become the first team in NHL history to win 14 of their first 15 as they beat Dallas 4-1.
Connor to Morrissey. Feeds it over. Shedley. Now Velarde. Ehlers has cruised to the slot area. Shoots it. Scores! Another power play goal. It's Nikolai Ehlers, and it's 4-0.
Yeah, he says another power play goal because they already led the league coming into today's action, but they had 2 power play goals here this afternoon, including a goal by Ehlers. They were leading 4-0 in this game until Rupe Hintz scored with about at 18:38 of the third period. So they've won 6 in a row, 14-1 on the season. Dallas drops to 8-5, including the 2 losses to the Florida Panthers over in Europe.
One game in progress right now down in Florida. Flyers out to a 1-0 lead over the Panthers after 1.
That one takes off, goes to the corner, then another quick shot by Breakside. Rebound, they score! Joel Farabee digging around in front. And the Flyers escape at one end and beat Bobrovsky at the other and have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, on paper, you would think this would be Florida all the way, right? They've won 6 in a row coming into this game, leading the Atlantic Division. Philadelphia on the bottom of the Metro Division coming into this one, but they did win their last game. Still a long way to go. At the end of one period, 1-0 Flyers.
7 o'clock start in Toronto. The Canadians taking on the Maple Leafs. Things going so well for Leafs goalie Anthony Stolarz right now. Last night he lost his stick and his blocker, still able to pick up the puck with his bare hand.
I mean, in the moment, you're kind of just trying to make the save, and I kind of just saw the puck laying there, took my chance, and like I said, kind of just like a Cobra, just kind of strike and get out of there.
Well, Bruins certainly got enough of a look at Stolarz the other day in the shutout that he had against them in Toronto. They come in, the Leafs do. They've won 2 in a row, including the game against the Bruins and one last night, and they're taking on a struggling Montreal Canadiens team right now. Only 2 wins in their last 10 games, and talking to some of the people that cover them, who are working here today, Hockey Night in Canada, just saying that they've regressed a little bit. The defensive side of things has really struggled. They're trying to play a little bit of a new system, kind of a hybrid system. Some guys are having trouble. It's just, I shouldn't say a new system, just under Marty St. Louis, but they've taken a kind of a step back, at least in the last little while. Hopefully that gets rectified for them.
The Detroit Red Wings are at home tonight to take on Peter Laviolette's Rangers.
We need to have more bite on our attack, more purpose to wanting the puck and wanting to play down in their end, and that mindset of controlling the game and dictating the battles. All of those things will lead to a better game.
Well, pretty good. I mean, 8-3-1, but you're looking for answers, right? They've got high expectations in New York. Peter Laviolette and the Rangers do. But 8-3-1 on the season. Red Wings is their opponent here tonight, coming off a loss of their own.
We're going to see quite a bit of the St. Louis Blues here over the next week. Bruins will play them twice. Tonight, the Blues are hosting the Washington Capitals.
Yeah, interesting numbers here. We've talked a little bit about the power plays, and we said that the Bruins are 30th. Well, the Blues are 31st in the league. The Washington Capitals are 32nd in the league. So you've got the two worst power plays in the league. And Washington is still having a pretty good start to the season. They made the playoffs last year, to everybody's surprise. They're hanging right in there, doing a good job this year. And St. Louis, so both of these teams want to get moving a little bit with the man advantage.
7:30 face-off as the Islanders and Devils renew acquaintances.
Yeah, Islanders come in winners of 2 in a row. They win 2, they lose 2. You know, it's just kind of right along the way.
An 8 o'clock start in Nashville. The Preds taking on the Utah Hockey Club.
Nashville might be one of the biggest disappointments so far this season. A huge disappointment to start the year. Like I said, there's a long way to go. Edmonton started the year poorly last year. You know, made a couple of changes along the way. Next thing you know, they're in the Stanley Cup Finals. Nashville came in with high hopes, but they've lost 3 in a row coming into this one, and frustration starting them out.
Hurricanes have won 8 in a row. They'll take on Colorado, who's lost 4 of their last 5.
Another disappointment. 6-8 right now for the Colorado Avalanche. And that's despite, you know, those guys putting up huge numbers. McKinnon, Makar on the power play. A lot of their points come with the man advantage. They're missing some key players in their lineup. They're hoping to get Nichushkin back in there. He is cleared to start skating, and hopefully that's a welcome addition back in their lineup. They still have a couple other injured guys they're hoping to get back.
A couple of late starts tonight as well out in L.A. The Kings will host the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Edmonton Oilers will visit the Vancouver Canucks at 10 o'clock tonight. That's our look around the NHL. Bruins head coach Jim Montgomery will join us next here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Coming up short? We've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's Overdraft Privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today, federally insured by NCUA.
Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts, a new way to keep your teen safer as they grow, like making sure they always have their seatbelt on.
All right, buckle up. Good job.
New Instagram Teen Accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And we cut the size. Because just like taxes and BS, we think metal is better when cut. Metal Supermarkets, the convenient stores for metal. Find a store or shop online at metalsupermarkets.com.
You know, there are thousands of kids and adults who don't have coats to keep them warm. But you can help. Go into your closet with your kids and take out the coats you don't wear anymore. They need to be new or like new with no rips or stains, and drop them off at any Jordan's Furniture, Anton's Cleaners, or Enterprise Bank. Your donation will keep so many families nice and warm. It's a great lesson for your kids, too, and it'll warm your heart. Thanks.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
BRZ standing by with head coach Jim Montgomery. But first, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston, the home of the Patriots, the Celtics, the Rams, and the Bruins. Boston's home for sports is 98.5 The Sports Hub, a Beasley Media Group station.
Our pregame interview with Jim Montgomery is brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety. We'll help you manage life's storms.
Monties, you get set to take on the Ottawa Senators here today. Just give me a sense. You guys go 3-1 over the last week. Just give me a sense maybe where your team is right now. I mean, you go back a week or so ago after the losses to Carolina and Philly. Things are looking a little down. Now things starting to trend the way that you want them, I assume.
Yeah, we're starting to see a lot. Even in the Carolina game, we started to see things come together. Certain parts of our game. Our execution is still only at 75%, and that's the area that needs to improve. Once that gets going, we think that everything else is just going to... Because I think our defensive structure has been better. We're not giving them as many odd man rushes. We haven't taken as many penalties in here in the last 8 games, so that's improved. It's still got to improve. And And then our game management is the last part that really needs to improve.
So when you say execution, you're talking more at the offensive end, or at least generating plays to get to the offensive end, or are you just talking overall?
Overall.
Okay.
Yeah, our puck pressure still is only at a 75% level to my liking, and I would say our puck play is probably at a 60% level.
So I'll ask you the same question in terms of team confidence-wise, whether it's on the power play or penalty kill. Let's start with the power play right now. You talked about it a little bit this morning, just not moving quick enough, not moving the puck quick enough, not making decisions quick enough. How do you instill that in them? I know you made a couple of tweaks here this morning for the units.
You just keep talking about the things that make power plays work, things that make penalty kill work. Both of our special teams, I don't know, they're at a combined 85. The last 2 years, we've been 110 or better. It's a big factor in your team's success, especially in the regular season. So it's just our execution in those areas and taking ownership of your role on the team has to become more pronounced by our players.
A couple of individuals have seemed like they've upped their games here over the last at least week or whatever. A guy like Hampus Lindholm scores a nice goal the other day, nice pass, but a nice goal the other day. What have you seen from him just overall lately?
I just find him more assertive, more direct. He's looking to move pucks and join. His feet are moving right away. And when he's skating, he's not only a great skater, but, very powerful. And he can get right around people and can take pucks to the net. Like the 3-on-3 play he made, he tried to take that. I thought the game was over.
You talked about the Ottawa Senators this morning, your opponent here tonight, that they're very good in the offensive end and how dangerous they are in that area. So I assume defensively that's where you could try to attack them because they are, one game under 500 coming into today.
Well, defensively, I mean, their numbers are really good. They always have 3 men back. So if you're going to have an odd man rush, it's going to be a 4-on-3, which makes it harder to score than a 3-on-2 or 2-on-1. But I think if we spend time in their D zone because they're playing a different system than they've played, and they haven't had a lot of defensive success in the last several years. It's an area where we think if we spend time there, we'll be able to get some scoring.
How would you describe them in that system defensively then?
They've gone to more of our system.
Yeah. So at the offensive end, last question for you. How dangerous they are in that offensive end. What do you guys have to make sure that you have defensively, and I'm talking 5-on-5 mostly against them?
Yep, you got to make sure you're protecting the house. We got to make sure our wings are low, helping, because they may have a lot of forwards that can make bang plays from behind the net or east-west plays. And so we got to make sure that we're protecting the house.
Appreciate it, Monty. Good luck here today.
Thanks.
That's head coach Jim Montgomery. Bruins Senators are next.
They drop it. This one won by Backlund. Anderson will go behind the net here for the Flames. Elias Lindholm bumps him off the puck. In front for Marchand. Point blank. Score on the rebound. Wolf made the initial save. Marchand, following his own shot, wins it for the Bruins 4-3. It wasn't perfect on Thursday night, but after netting the overtime game winner, Captain Brad Marchand said that confidence is building within the team.
I think that we're building a little bit of confidence every single game in our system and the way that we need to play. We're starting to build some chemistry throughout the lines and get comfortable in the way that they're pushing us to play.
They'll try to continue to build off that win as they welcome in Linus Ullmark and the Ottawa Senators to TD Garden. It's coming up next.
Boston Bruins hockey is driven by the stylish Honda Accord, available at your local New England Honda dealers.
Nathan Horton wins Game 7 in overtime. David Pasternak wins the series for the Bruins. The rebound to Trent Frederick, and the Bruins are back in front by 2.
The Bruins are brought to you by VA New England, Granite City Electric GCE Nitrate, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Coors Banquet, your New England Ford dealers, Live Nation, Safety Insurance, Peerless Boilers, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
Backhand and a save, Thomas. Swayman made a great stop at the far post.
And by Town Fair Tire, TD Bank, Ticketmaster, Charles D. Sheehy, your Boston area Nissan dealers, Dairy Queen, Bosch Tools, Hub International New England, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Back to Orr. Put in. Backhand score on a penalty shot for Raymond Bourque. David Pasternak calls game, and the Bruins win it 2-1. Bergeron! And the Bruins win the series!
Now, here's Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers.
From TD Garden in Boston, it's Bruins hockey as tonight the Bruins welcome in their old friend Linus Ullmark and the Ottawa Senators for the first time this year. Great to have you with us alongside Bob Beers. I'm Ryan Johnston. Bruins come in having won 3 of their last 4. What's the biggest key to trying to keep that rolling tonight?
I'll just echo what Jim Montgomery said. You know, they can score. They got the best power play in the league at home. And, you know, on the road they've struggled a little bit, but that doesn't mean they can't break out on the road. They've got the personnel to be able to do it. So they're good in the offensive end. You can try to, you know, get to them on that defensive side. It's not unlike a lot of teams, really, you know, trying to figure it out defensively. You know, I think when you play the Bruins, it's a little bit the opposite, right? You think that maybe their strength should be on the back end and, you know, just make sure you shut them down at the other end, and you feel that you can win a game against them. But for the Ottawa Senators, they're going to come at you. They've got some speed. They're going to activate that last defenseman. They're going to try to create odd man rushes, and they're dangerous once they get in that offensive end.
Well, the Bruins have done a good job in their last 3 wins of staying out of the penalty box too much. The one exception is the loss up in Toronto.
Yeah, and they gave up 3 power play goals in that game. I mean, that game was all shorthanded, right, for both teams. But, you know, that doesn't change. Even last game against Calgary, you know, Brad Marchand knew it. He owned it after the game. He knew he took a bad penalty there in the third period. It gave Calgary, scored a power play goal, made the game 3-2 when the Bruins had a 3-1 lead going into the third. So, you know, just the discipline. There's penalties are going to happen, but make them earn them. You know, don't take the lazy penalties. Don't take the retaliatory penalties. You know, make sure that you know the situation of the game as well.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Opening face-off coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Back here at TD Garden, the Bruins and the Ottawa Senators about to meet for the first of 4 times this year. We take you down to ice level for a pair of national anthems tonight. Here's Todd Angeli.
Please welcome Todd Angeli.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Todd Angeli with the national anthems. We get set for the opening face-off between the Senators and the Bruins. Take a look at our starting lineups here tonight. In goal for Ottawa, former Bruin Linus Ullmark. On defense, the pairing of Jake Sanderson and Artem Zub. And up front, Brady Tkachuk, Josh Norris, and Ridley Gregg. For the Bruins, Jeremy Swayman goes for in net for them. On defense, a pairing of Nikita Zadorov and Charlie McAvoy. And up front, Brad Marchand, Elias Lindholm, and Justin Brazeau. Starting lineups are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code SportsHub. New customers get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
And the first 5 minutes are presented by your New England Ford dealers. And tonight's New England Ford dealers' first 5 contestant of the game is Justin Landry of Lawrence, Massachusetts. If the Bruins score in the first 5 minutes, Justin will win a pair of tickets to a future Bruins game courtesy of the New England Ford dealers. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. Bruins in the home black and gold from head to toe. And the Senators in white helmets, white sweaters with black numbers, red trim, and black pants as the Bruins have to chase the puck deep into their own zone. Sent down ice, and Linus Ullmark will come out of the net to play it here for Ottawa. Bruins attacking from left to right here in period number 1. Great puck in the neutral zone for Zadorov. Angled it off the far boards, but missed Marchand, and that will be a Boston icing 26 seconds in.
Yeah, a lot of hype between Linus Ullmark and Jeremy Swayman here today. Mentioned earlier, I'm sure people have either heard or seen, but got the hug out of the way early before the game during warm-ups.
By the way, the 2 backups tonight, Korpisalo and Forsberg, did not hug longtime teammates, but gave each other a little tap on the pads. Off the near side, it comes to Shabbat. Shabbat shot blocked by Brazeau. Goes to the far circle. Stützle set it up for Nick Jensen. Carrying it in behind the Boston net. He'll bring it around near side. Send it back off the near boards for Shabbat at the left point. Works it back in deep. Trying to get it in front was Batherson. Came back in his direction, but a hand pass.
A lot of Bruins get a line change anyhow. Almost a minute out there for that crew, and that time just in their own zone. You mentioned Nick Jensen on that last. He's one of the bigger changes that they made. He's a stay-at-home, solid, strong defenseman. Came over as a free agent, and Chychrun ended up being moved out after all kinds of hype for him being brought into Ottawa in that big trade. They move him out, and he goes to Washington.
Face off just outside of the Boston blue line. Controlled by the Senators. Shabbat trying to drive it in deep. It bounces into the far corner. Spun around near side by Hampus Lindholm. Pasternak coming back deep in his own zone to play that puck. Carlo kept it moving back toward the near side. Shabbat knocked down by Zacha. Shot attempt in on goal from Batherson. Turned aside by Swayman. Zacha had his pass redirected out toward the blue line. Kept alive, and Giroux whistles one wide. Shabbat now out near the left point. That one put up over Swayman's head off the back glass. Tyler Johnson will back it up. Hampus Lindholm with some space, deals across to the near side for Carlo. Up ice it comes to Pasternak, just inside the Senators line. Took a bump from Ostapchuk, and puck will come back into the Boston zone. Koepke reversed it around the far side. Rolling puck picked up by Pasternak. He'll deal it into the middle. Koepke coming to the right wing side. Drops it off for Wotherspoon just inside the Senator blue line. Pass across ice, missed Patra. It'll come back around the far boards, and Wotherspoon kept it in. Threw one in front, bouncing away from Koepke. And the Senators will break out of their zone, dumped in by Noah Gregor. Swayman backhands it along for Mason Lohrei. Lohrai's pass to the right for Coyle, brings it out through the center circle, carries across the line, deals right side for Patra, moving toward the high slot, trying to get shot now. Blocked by Sanderson, and the Senators come back in a hurry. Nick Cousins down the left circle, a centering pass, and coming back to make the play on it was Elias Lindholm.
If you want the D,
or Wotherspoon,
yeah. If you want the D to come up in the play, they had a four-man rush that time, but you turn it over, trying to get that shot through, gets blocked, and now Ottawa transition right back the other way.
Pastelik getting a long feed ahead from Wotherspoon. Shoots it wide of the Ottawa net. It'll kick all the way back out into neutral ice before Zadorov could get there. And then he turns over. Norris will bring into the attack zone for the Senators. Sent one right through the top of the crease. And it came to Brady Tkachuk, who threw a wide-angle shot in on Swayman. Dumped back in from center ice by Clevin. Zadorov comes back behind Swayman, picks it up, carries it all the way out to center ice, and then played into the Ottawa zone. But right over to Greg. Elias Lindholm going to feather one into the Ottawa zone here. And Brad Marchand trying to get position on Jensen as they battle for the puck in the far corner. Brazo in there as well. Stutzla trying to force it behind his own net. Instead, it came back toward the blue line, and it's kept on by Hampus Lindholm. Kicked it into the corner for Brazo. Drags it back for Lindholm out at the blue line. Shot got through, and the save made by Omark, and a wide-angle shot thrown to the net by Carlo. Now Lindholm again out near the blue line. Gives for Elias Lindholm in the middle, but knocked off his stick by Giroux. Dumped back in by Carlo. Bruins will get some changes on here. We've got 3:45 gone in the first period.
Yeah, Hampus got that shot right in the middle of the ice there. He's got good traffic in front. I don't think it ever got through to Allmark. If it did, it hit him because he wasn't able to see that shot coming in.
Sent it off right side for Jensen. Tapped into the Boston zone. Mason Lohrei pushed it into the far corner. Tyler Johnson got a stick on it. Bruins move out with Lohrei finding Zacha coming through neutral ice. He'll dump it in hard around the far boards. It comes to Pasternak, who just had it slip away from him as he tried to spin toward the net. Now Johnson with a shot, and Allmark the stop. Near side circle, it's lifted up and out of the zone by Zub. Johnson backhanding one back into the Senators zone, but stopped there quickly and dealt out for Greg. Greg into the Boston zone. Ostapchuk forced away from the net. Coyle will bring it behind the net. Puck on his backhand as he carries it out to the blue line, all the way to the red line, out of the Senators blue line.
He's all by himself. Ostapchuk just pounded him all the way back up the ice, and everybody else going for a line change.
Deep in the Senators zone along the near boards. Koepke comes crashing in there against Gregor. Senators will clear the zone, but it will go for an icing as it goes in just wide of Swayman.
Yeah, good pace to start the game. You can tell it looks like Ottawa trying to not send a message, but they're trying to be physical. They're trying to play fast. You know, you lose your last couple of games, you get outscored badly in those two games. So, you know, a guy like Ostapchuk just playing the sixth game of the season, finishing a couple of hits out there. Nice back check on Coyle. You know, Coyle's got nowhere to go because he's all by himself on that, but just I think a good pace to start this game. Bruins be ready to skate.
Puck brought into the near corner and turned behind the net by Hamonic. Out to neutral ice. Here is Ostapchuk carrying to the Boston line. He'll send it softly toward the right wing corner. Bruins will come away with it. Patra skating out across his own blue line from the red line, trying to get it into the Ottawa zone. That was denied by Clevin. Bruins go for a change. Senators will come behind their own net with the puck on the stick of Nick Jensen. Off the right side for Shabbat. Beecher nearly forcing a turnover and now does. Here's Kastelik moving in right circle. Frederick, a one-timer save made by Allmark. Rebound was there for a moment.
Take advantage of those turnovers. The Bruins did. They got a good opportunity from it. Trent Frederick looking to break out of a little slump himself here. That's a good one-timer on the setup.
Here's Frederick trying to hit Beecher coming through the neutral zone. Couldn't connect. Dropped off the near side circle for Gaudette. His shot smothered right off his stick. Turning on the near boards is McEwen. Down the end boards, Carlo cuts in front, gets a puck back on his stick. Now Cousins to take away and threw one in front. The Bruins steer that away. Chabot now out near the blue line. He'll throw one to the net, and in front there was Gaudette, but the puck redirects over Swayman and over the glass and out of play. 13:46 to go here in the first period. No score, 2 shots aside on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
During the timeout, Bruins with a terrific video tribute to Linus Ullmark, who took a rousing ovation, gave one back to the crowd as well, as he and the Ottawa Senators visit TD Garden for the first time since the trade that sent him north of the border this summer. 2023 Vezina winner. He and Jeremy Swayman made for a heck of a combination here in goal over the last few seasons. Now, opponents tonight for the first time. 13:46 to go here in the first period, no score. Puck comes behind Swayman off the faceoff. It'll be kicked around the boards by Carlo. Zacha couldn't get it cleared. Now a chance in front of Swayman, and he's able to scramble and cover a loose puck as Batherson came sliding into his crease.
Zacha makes the right play, or just they don't connect, right? He's got some pressure coming down the boards. He tries to redirect this puck from the left wing half wall into the middle. He turned the puck over the first shift he had a little bit earlier in this shift period, but that was the right play. It just misses everybody and ends up with being a long-range shot. Swayman wasn't able to handle the initial shot, but he stays with it with the right pad.
Puck kept alive at the blue line by Zub. Plays it into the right wing corner. Zacha there. Gives for Hampus Lindholm.
Middle of the ice again. That's the play.
Puck high up into the air. Came bouncing down neutral ice. Zacha picks it up first. Drops off for Pasternak. Trying to center one across for Tyler Johnson. It angled in wide of the net instead. Johnson's got it back on his stick. Backhands to the point for Brandon Carlo. Deflected pass. Finds Pasternak along the near side boards. Now it's Zacha. Pasternak was trying to go to the net. They got tangled up. And the Senators come away with a puck as Jake Sanderson will bring it to the red line and sends it softly in behind Swayman. Both teams with change. 12:53 to go here in the first period. No score. Carlo from behind the Boston net. Hampus Lindholm passing for Brazo in the neutral ice. Stick lifted over it by Chabot. But volleyed back the other way here by Kachuk for the Senators, but that's going to go for an icing.
Yeah, we've got a few icings here to start this game. especially for Ottawa.
First 5 minutes of tonight's game were brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Celebrate the freedom of choice with great offers on the Bronco family, or get winter ready with a Ford F-Series. Attack zone face-off for Elias Lindholm. Up against Josh Norris. Near circle down to our right. Senators control it. In behind the net for Jensen. Moved it up the far side, and it'll jump into the Ottawa bench. Face-off once again will be inside Ottawa territory. Elias Lindholm, Brad Marchand, Justin Brazeau, joined by McAvoy and Zadorov as the deep pairing. Lindholm won the faceoff right to Marchand, who one time went up off the glass. Puck will angle out into the neutral ice. Forced back was Riley Gregg. He will be chased by Elias Lindholm. Now Jensen leaves it in that far corner. Senators trying to get it out, and will. Tkachuk backhanding one up into the neutral zone.
Yeah, that's, I mean, good coverage. Look who comes back to Elias Lindholm to break that one up. He's got help, but
Tkachuk able to chop one off the stick of Zadorov. Goes in on Swayman, and then with Tkachuk right in Swayman's grill, Zadorov comes over, and they get a little dust-up going.
I guess that was more of an anticipation thing, because I didn't think Tkachuk did much there. He just stopped right in front of him in case there's a loose puck. He's going to be in the middle of it, though. You know that. He creates the turnover. Zadorov trying to go, look like D to D, and it deflects off the stick of Tkachuk. Tkachuk just goes to the top of the crease and stops. McAvoy and Zadorov kind of escort him away, but won't be without a couple of face washes and a couple of jabs.
Chuck coming off a year last year, we had a career-high 37 goals and a career-high 134 penalty minutes.
Now, 3 years in a row, he's had 30 and 100.
Yep. 2 seasons ago, 83 points for him. Beecher won the faceoff. Wotherspoon played it off the far boards, and it goes bouncing through Frederick. Race down into the Ottawa zone as Kastelik puts Clevin into the boards. Senators will come away with the puck. Gregor through neutral ice. He'll chase into the near corner against Wotherspoon. Gets position on Wotherspoon. And it off the back of the net. Lorai able to win it back. Lorai moved it for Zaka coming up through neutral, or excuse me, Beecher coming through neutral ice. Beecher will spin it in behind the Ottawa net. Kastelik reversed it back around to the far side. Lorai skating down into the corner. Gets knocked off of it. Brought into the middle here for Gregor. And from the red line, he will send it in around behind Swayman. Senators changing up. Wotherspoon gets it from Swayman. Deals out for McAvoy in the neutral ice. Patra redirects a pass in deep. Kepke goes crashing in there against Sanderson. Here's McAvoy back at the blue line with a shot into traffic in front. Kepke a chance at that rebound, but Olmark able to drop the glove on top of it.
Yeah, 2 good forechecks, right? Kastelik had the first one, and Clevin was able to take the hit to make the play here. He's looking over his shoulder, checking there. He knows he's going to get hit. And the Ottawa Senators end up just getting this puck by Trent Frederick on this as the second guy coming in. And then Kepke with a nice forecheck in behind the net's going to create the turnover. They're going to get it low to high, and the shot comes through, and battling in front for that puck. So that, I mean, that's the type of forecheck you're looking for, and it starts with, you know, that's Kastelik, and then it's Kepke.
Tyler Johnson will take the face-off in the offensive zone here. Well, now he won't. Out he goes. Zaka will get in there instead. Against Claude Giroux. Finally drop it. Kicked into the corner. Senators come away with it. Zub from the far circle. Out through the neutral ice. Here's Stützle into the attack zone, and his shot will angle up and out of play over the back glass with 10:47 to go here in the first period. There was some minor questions about whether Stützle would be able to play tonight. Took a puck up around the eye the other night. Had some swelling. Needed to make sure that he could see. comes into the night with 19 points in 13 games. Off the face-off, puck dragged back towards Zub at the blue line. Here is Sanderson, back over to Zub. Stutzla brings it back up to Zub again. That shot blocked by Carlo. He'll play it out into the neutral zone. In the near side circle, Batherson getting the puck back deep into Boston territory. Giroux backhanding one toward the front of the net, tipped up and over. Taken by Stutzla, back to Jensen from the center of the blue line. Got the shot through to Swayman, who makes the glove save and no rebound.
That was tipped on his way in. Might have been Batherson in front of the net. Jensen with the eyes up gets this wrist shot through, and Batherson standing just off to the left. He's in a battle there with Carlo. He might have been able to get a stick on that. It definitely changed direction, whether it hit Carlo or Batherson. I don't know if a skate it looked like.
10:15 to go here in the first period. Scoreless game. Off the face-off, puck comes through the slot all the way to the near side boards as Tkachuk gets locked up against Zadorov. Marchand played it off the far boards, but not out. Jensen steered it back down low. Zadorov got bumped off the puck behind the net. Norris bringing toward the near corner. Pivots away from McAvoy. Sends it back to Shabbat. Shabbat fires one into the near corner and wraps it around to the far side. Now it'll come back to Shabbat. His shot blocked by Brazo and kicks out of the zone.
A little careless with the puck here early going for the Bruins in this first period, coming out of their own zone.
Shabbat fires one back around the far boards. Wotherspoon tips it along for Marchand. Brought through neutral ice by Zacha. Zacha across the Ottawa line. Shot was blocked. Trying to reload. Gets knocked down. Stutzla in front of the Ottawa bench. Stops with a puck and drops it back toward his own zone for Hamonic. In the neutral ice, Zacha able to keep one free for Pasternak across the line. Over to Johnson, right side, and that shot hit Hamonic and went wide of Ullmark. Stutzla lifting out into the neutral zone, knocked out of midair by Lohrei, and the play will be offside as Giroux didn't hold the blue line. 9:03 to go here in the first period, and we are scoreless at TD Garden between the Bruins and the Ottawa Senators here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol, William Grant & Sons Inc., New York.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281-287 and MR283-065.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
Fans, the annual Pucks and Paddles Ping Pong Tournament is coming up Wednesday, November 20th at House of Blues. VIP tickets available for purchase, or you can bid to partner up with one of the Bruins players, Brett Toucher, Hardy, or me. Just text the word paddles to 76278 to place a bid. You can get more information by visiting the events page at 985thesportshub.com. The event benefits Special Olympics Massachusetts and the Bruins Foundation. 9:03 left here in the first. No score between the Bruins and Ottawa here at TD Garden. Elias Lindholm Taking the face-off against Josh Norris. Senators will control it from the red line. Puck dumped in by Sanderson. McAvoy shoots it back around the near boards. Brazo digging for it against Sanderson. McAvoy now will lift it up off the glass, and it will careen down into the Ottawa zone and comes up just short of an icing. Zub was trying to give it a little body English, get it across the goal line. Zadorov settles one just inside the Boston line, but turns over. Here's Tkachuk dropping it off top of the right circle as Norris gets taken out, trying to move it into the middle. Greg played it across to the far circle. Zadorov chops it away from Norris, and the Bruins get it out.
One way to get a hit in, right? Give him the puck. That's, I mean, it's sarcastic, right? But Zadorov's, he's had a couple of turnovers here in the first period. At that time, he atones for it with the hit, separates Norris from the puck.
Jensen back inside the Ottawa zone with the puck here. Starts it out, plays it up the middle. Turned over, coming through neutral ice by Stützle, and here is Pasternak moving his way down the right wing circle. Knocked off his stick. Atherson got knocked to a knee by Johnson, but the Senators keep moving forward. Stützle now going to chase into the right wing corner as he and Carlo get spun around. Carlo moved it toward the far hash marks. Zacha will deal into the middle for Johnson, coming out into neutral ice. Johnson cutting toward the right wing side now. Will play it down into the corner. He turns and heads off on a change as the Senators will head the other way. Shabbat's pass broken up near the Boston line by Hampus Lindholm. He's got the puck on his stick. 7:20 to go here in the first period. No score. Kastelik gets a pass coming through neutral ice. Steps across the line. Try to shoot. It was partially blocked by Shabbat. Brought to the near corner by Beecher. Back to Wotherspoon at the right point. Over to Lohrei far side. His shot off the far wall. Allmark made the save. Rebound came bounding out. And it's taken and brought out of the zone by Gregor. Lifted down into Boston territory. Wotherspoon under pressure. Backhands it up the ice for Kastelik. In the neutral zone, Frederick couldn't quite find the handle, but Beecher gets it deep into Ottawa territory as he heads off on a change. Brought behind the Ottawa net by Hamonic, then reversed it back toward that far side. Out into the neutral ice, Gaudette will move it up ice. McEwen got it into the right wing corner. Cousins keeps it moving behind the net here for the Senators. Back to the point. Played over to the far side, and long shot gobbled up by Swayman. Stoppage with 6:23 to go here in the first.
Oh, you can see him coming in. You expect that kind of save, and Jeremy Swayman doesn't disappoint. Make sure gets that look from Sanderson taking the shot. The Bruins doing their best to keep everybody on the outside. McAvoy in a real battle out as they rotate from the top of the crease out to the between the hash marks to make sure that Swayman can see that shot coming in.
6 shots on goal from Ottawa, 4 from the Bruins to this point. Gaudette will be asked to leave the face-off circle here. So it's McEwen getting in there against Charlie Coyle. Pulled to the far boards, grabbed by Cousins, trying to center one. Picked off a skate, in behind the net, poked at toward the near side boards by Wotherspoon. Spun back in behind the net, and Lohrei able to win a battle back there. He played it to the near boards, and McEwen kept in. Centering effort blocked by Lohrei. Wotherspoon now on top of Cousins. Wotherspoon will come away with the puck. Throws it up the left side for Koepke, but he gets hemmed into the zone. Wotherspoon over to Lohrei, and a long pass ahead for Patra. Just got a piece of it, so no icing as it goes into the near corner of the Ottawa zone. They get it back to McAvoy, just inside the blue line. McAvoy dealing with some stick checking from Tkachuk, gets knocked down. Penalty coming up as the Senators touch the puck. Tkachuk's going to be whistled for a slash here with 5:34 to go in the period. No score. First power play of the night coming up next for the Bruins on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hi, this is Mark Bertrand from the Zolak and Bertrand Show for VA New England. I have a proud family history of military service, including my father, who served in the U.S. Army. VA New England Healthcare is the highest rated and largest healthcare system in New England. If you or a family member served honorably on active duty for 2 years or deployed or retired from the reserves in any branch, you may be eligible for benefits from VA New England. To get started, call 800-MY-VA-411 or go to va.gov and explore your veteran benefits.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
5:34 to go here in the first period. No score between the Bruins and Ottawa Senators. Brady Tkachuk headed to the box for a slash, and the Bruins get the first power play of the game, brought to you by Bosch Tools. Engineered for efficiency, comfort, and ease, Bosch Tools are built to keep workers going at full strength. Bosch Tools, what hard workers deserve.
A bit of a tough call on Brady Tkachuk, I think. He's trying to hound McAvoy. McAvoy was trying to protect the puck inside the blue line on the right side here. And calling for a slash. A couple whacks on the shaft. It's kind of allowed, or usually allowed. They feel he got him on the hands, or maybe it was the last slash.
There's Pasternak set up by Marchand for a quick one-timer, and Olmark makes the save and hangs on.
Yeah, face-off win, quick shot. Pasternak finding himself some open space in the middle. One-timer.
Talked about in the pregame tonight, Bruins 2 out of their last 27 on the power play. Now 30th in the league at 12.9% for the year. 8 goals in 15 games. Puck angle behind the Ottawa net, and a chance to clear, and they do, all the way down ice by Norris. McAvoy circles behind the Boston net. Bruins moving left to right here in the first period. McAvoy up near the red line, now drops it back. Zacha carrying ahead, goes left side for Marchand. Zacha gets it back, spins it in behind the net around the near side. Norris gets to it first. McAvoy keeping one in, and then Marchand doing the same along the far side of the blue line. Elias Lindholm in the right wing corner, spins it around to the far side for Pasternak. Pasternak dropped it off for Marchand, takes the shot, save Olmark, and the rebound is covered up.
Elias Lindholm had the rebound. So it's one thing to enter the zone, right? And Jim Montgomery referred to that earlier today, saying that's one of the areas we're having trouble getting into the zone, the entries. But it's not just entering the zone. It's once you get in there, can you get your setup? Or score off the rush, obviously. But if you don't, can you make sure you get your setup? The Bruins have to work to do it. But they make a couple of good reads, a couple of smart plays, and a good keep in out at the blue line. Next thing you know, there's an opportunity from the left wing side and the rebound chance for Lindholm.
Senators will get a quick clear here off of this face-off with 1:10 to go on the Tkachuk penalty. 4:40 to go here in a scoreless first period. McAvoy leaving it along the near boards of the Bruins zone for Pasternak. He'll bring it up ice. Right side for Elias Lindholm. Lindholm backhands one to McAvoy. Now on to Zacha. Here's Marchand high slot. Bottom of the left circle for Pasternak. He'll bring it out toward the hash mark. Steals it back for Marchand. And again, Pasternak, left circle. Down low for Marchand. Steps right in front for the backhander.
They gave him the lane.
Near side corner. Puck kept alive by Zacha. Sent back toward the blue line out of McAvoy's reach. Bruins will change up the power play unit as they chase the puck back into their own zone with 4 minutes to go in the period and 27 to go in the power play. Lohrei bringing up ice. Hands off for Brazo. Spun it in behind the Ottawa net. Near side boards. Tyler Johnson angles it back to Hampus Lindholm. Lost it at the blue line. And now a foot race up ice as Gregor on a shorthanded rush. Backhands one off the outside of the net. Hampus Lindholm in the far corner helping to win that puck back.
Well, he missed, just a little mishandle, a little bobble at the offensive blue line for Hampus Lindholm, but he does a really good job of getting back on Gregor.
Chuck out of the box. Team's back to full strength with 3.5 to go in the period. Boyle redirects a pass deep into Ottawa territory. Bruins changing to get a full unit out there. Behind his own net, Tyler Kleven for the Senators. Near side for Hamonic, and worked up ice. Stutzla in the near corner, shouldered off it by Carlo. Pass was behind Kastelik coming out of his zone. They do move it through neutral ice, and at the Ottawa blue line, Frederick trying to find the handle on it in traffic. Batherson instead will give it to Stutzla, and into the Boston zone it comes. Wotherspoon putting a shoulder into Giroux. Behind the net it comes to Carlo. Off the far boards, Kastelik will sweep it out of the zone, but right onto the stick of Hamonic, and back into Boston territory it comes. Outlet pass for Frederick, poking it ahead, but can't gain a clean entry into the Ottawa zone. Anderson moved it around for Zub. Senators looking to bring out. Anderson's pass up the middle, tipped down towards Swayman. But sure, it was going wide of the net and played it around the far boards. Lifted out to neutral ice. Kepke reaching up to try to glove that one down. Got dumped.
So was Zub. They were both reaching up. They ran into one another.
Gaudette springs McEwen into the Boston zone. He throws one softly toward the crease. Poke checked out of there by Swayman.
Well, Pasternak can chip that by. He's got to step there on Sanderson. He's standing still.
Patra will play it across ice for Zadorov. Missed, and we got a dust up coming behind the play here with Kepke and Cousins.
Yeah, Cousins no stranger. You know him from Florida.
Officials stepping between the two of them.
What's the whistle for then?
I don't know. They didn't whistle a penalty on either guy.
There was an offsides we missed because we were watching behind the play, but no penalties. Kepke kind of give him a shove, and Cousins holding on to his stick, and for some reason they blew it down.
Okay. Minute 57 to go in the period. Just outside
might have been an offside because the faceoff's coming up, but
just outside the Ottawa blue line. Elias Lindholm tossed out of that faceoff, so Marchand against Norris. Norris kicking it toward the blue line. Knocked away from Brazo. Elias Lindholm will get it back and get it back into the Ottawa zone. Into the far corner. Jensen pressured by Brazo. Elias Lindholm helps force the turnover far circle. Zadorov threw one to the net, but that was blocked, and Norris will skate it back through center ice. Dumped into the right wing corner. Norris goes down, and that's going to bring a penalty against the Bruins for interference. Elias Lindholm looks like he's going to go.
It was his stick. Him and Zadorov were both there, and his stick got caught in between, I believe, the legs of Norris. Lindholm, much like Kachuk did, giving the referee a bit of an earful going to the box.
2 minutes, interference.
Ottawa will go to the power play with 1:33 left in the first period.
Oh, Norris grabbed the stick and went down. That's called selling it. Yeah, I haven't liked either call so far.
No. So Ottawa's power play will go to work.
1 to Ottawa, 1 to Boston.
As you mentioned earlier, they are first in the league at home on the power play, but 25th on the road. Just 2 out of 16 so far, 12.5%. 31% overall when you include their incredible home numbers. As they get set up here in the left circle, a chance in front for Kachuk off a feed from Batherson. And Swayman makes a nice stop.
Quick spin move, feed from Batherson. Off to the right of Swayman on the left side. Going to go down low, and he turns on the backhand and gets this pass to Kachuk. It's a no look, but he knows exactly where he is. Batherson just peels off the front and spins and gets that puck, I mean, in between Beecher and Carlo's stick.
Face-off win by Kachuk. Sanderson at the left point. Send it over to the far side, and Marchand gets a stick on a pass by Stutzla and directs it out of play.
A couple face-off wins for possession here by the Senators early on in this power play.
Face-off here to the left of Swayman. Senators have won 80% of the faceoffs in the game so far. Norris gets asked to leave here, so Tkachuk stands in there against Beecher. Hampus Lindholm was trying to clear it. Instead, it's Sanderson out near the blue line. They work it to Batherson, left wing circle, right along the hash marks near side. Heels in behind the net for Norris. Around to the far side for Stützle. Batherson touched it along for Tkachuk, and his one-timer goes up off the back glass. Tkachuk will move it now back for Stützle. Sanderson with a shot. Save made by Swayman with Norris right in front of him. Hampus Lindholm's clearing effort kept in. Here's Batherson left circle, and his shot goes wide to the far side. Good play by Stützle to keep it alive again. 43 seconds to go in the period. Tkachuk hands off for Batherson coming to the near circle. Sanderson, center of the blue line. Take the shot. Now he takes it. Redirected in on Swayman, who makes the save, and no rebound that time.
Yeah, a couple clearing attempts not executed well enough by the Bruins. And Swayman's had to make 3 or 4 good saves here on this sequence. A couple on Tkachuk from the same spot. This time Tkachuk's parked in front. They're going to get the shot from the point. Tkachuk digging away to try to see if there's a rebound. But Swayman again has it stick to him. Another good save by him. He's been sharp.
32.7 to go in the period.
Both goaltenders have been sharp, but a couple on this sequence here on this power play by Swayman.
Minute to go on the Elias Lindholm penalty would carry over into the second period. If the Senators don't score, puck is lifted down ice here by Marchand. Sanderson goes back to get it for Ottawa. 20 seconds to go in the period as he passes up left side for Stützle. Through neutral ice and across the line they come. Norris in the right wing corner. Sent in behind the net. McAvoy went crashing in there to try to free it up. Here's a shot and they score. On the feed across for Norris from the left circle. He one-times it past Swayman. And Ottawa does score on the power play to take a 1-0 lead.
Well, he can bring it. They get the Bruins spread out. Right, only just under 8 seconds to go, but they get the Bruins spread out on this. You've got one Bruin behind the net. You've got 3 on one side. I don't think you want to chase down that low when you're leaving the front of the net vacated. McAvoy went to finish the hit in behind, so his partner Zadorov goes into the corner, and that's going to leave that lane wide open into the right wing circle. And Tkachuk finds Norris for the quick one-timer. No chance for Swayman.
5th of the year for Josh Norris with 7.8 seconds remaining in the period. Ottawa cashes in on the power play. Bruins will get the puck deep into the Senators zone, but the siren will sound to end the first period with the Senators on top 1-0. Josh Norris, the power play goal, the difference so far as the teams head to the locker room after 20 minutes. We'll return to TD Garden in just a moment on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future-ready as their single-source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that makes sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future-ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Hey, it's Maz. Are you tired of spending money repairing your heating or AC system year over year? Well, stop the cycle of costly repairs with Rodenhiser Home Services Fix It Forward program. Just show Rodenhiser any past repair bill, and they'll apply up to $550 as a down payment toward a brand new energy-efficient heating or AC system. And the repair bill can be from any HVAC company. Fix It Forward ends December 31st, so visit Rodenhiser.com/fixitforward to schedule a free consultation today. Nice people, great service since 1928.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey! Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol, William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston, the home of the Celtics, Bruins, Rams, and Patriots. Boston's home for sports is 98.5 The Sports Hub. Misleading group station.
First intermission here at TD Garden. It's a 1-0 lead for the Ottawa Senators. And as part of our first intermission, we're going to look back at our plays of the week from around the NHL. And this week around the league, Alex Ovechkin lit the lamp 3 times as he continues his quest for Wayne Gretzky's all-time goal-scoring record. Martin Necas and the Carolina Hurricanes remained on fire to start the season, and a whole lot more. Time for your NHL plays of the week.
Here comes Strome. The D trying to get back for Columbus. Strome will stick handle across to Ovechkin. He scores! Alex Ovechkin buries it from the top of the left circle. 5:26 to go. It's 4-0 Washington.
Perfetti back out in front for Ehlers. Chip toward the net. He got it back again. A backhand shot. He scores! Nikolai Ehlers with the hat trick tonight. And Winnipeg regains a 2-goal lead. It's 4-2 for the Jets.
Stone starts back ahead on the left. Joined by Hannafin. New man from the bench. Howden through the left side. Howden cuts to the middle. He scores! Another backhand goal! And Vegas wins in overtime. 4-3 Golden Knights. Brett Howden is the hero. A 2-point game for number 21. Right from the bench, right to the crease, and on the scoreboard. 6 goals for Brett Howden, and this one is an overtime winner.
Carrying in, he'll feed Boldy left side, drop back Rossi, has a lane, trying to cut past the check, he lost the puck. Domi taps it open ice, Spurgeon trying to win the foot race, and he will. And Hill's bringing ahead, hits a 2-0. Boldy from Rossi, Boldy, and he scores!
What a play by the captain. And what a finish by number 12.
The Sabres, quick starts to periods would be nice. Have it to continue on with here. We're in the offensive zone here to start it off. Was Byram on the blue line. Takes the shot. That one's right. Scores! There is the quick start again.
As the Bucks drop, and we've started overtime. Suzuki loses his stick. Coronado shoots the puck and scores! Matt Coronado, the hero here in La Belle Province. He scores the game-tying goal with 2 minutes and 46 seconds left, and he scores the game winner 7 seconds into overtime as the Flames battle back and beat the Canadiens 3-2 in OT.
Nate just tries the short side, hits the net. Back up for Orlov, 35 seconds left. Go Kaniemi, he's got real estate, lets the shot go. Sam pulls up, rebound, Natchez, and scores! Marty Natchez is beyond hot.
Drop back now. Let's not get too fancy here. Wenberg carries through center ice across the line, veers to his left, he moves in, Deke shoots, he scores! Alex Wenberg gets the winner for the Sharks in overtime. His second overtime goal this year, and the San Jose Sharks win by the score of 2-1. And how about the celebration? Half the team going to Wenberg and the other half going to Vitek Vanacek, who had a spectacular game to get this victory in nets and stay letter perfect lifetime against the Blue Jackets at a perfect 7-0.
Lowry picks it up to the near side for Nina Ryder. Nina Ryder moving right in, shoots and scores! He looked over to Appleton and realized there was a Utah Hockey Club member in the middle and didn't want to risk the pass. So he took it to the yawning cage and buries it. It's 3-0 Winnipeg. Nina Ryder's second of the night, 7th of the year.
Centering scores! And it's Alex Ovechkin on a feed from behind the net. The Great Eight with goals in 5 in a row. It's 3-2 Washington.
They drop it. This one won by Backlund. Anderson will go behind the net here for the Flames. Elias Lindholm bumps him off the puck. In front for Marchand. Point blank. Score on the rebound. Wolf made the initial save. Marchand following his own shot. Wins it for the Bruins 4-3.
20 seconds to go. Elias Lindholm makes this play. After losing the draw, he's going to force the turnover and get it in front for a wide-open Brad Marchand. Marchand, who's hit the post twice here today. First shot was denied. The second chance on the backhand, he buries.
Against the Calgary Flames from the other night, topping off our NHL plays of the week. A 1-0 lead for the Ottawa Senators after one period of play here over the Bruins. After one period, we will be back to check the out-of-town scoreboard next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie. When you use Angie for your home projects, you know all your jobs will be done well. Roof repair? Done well. Kitchen sink install? Done well. Deck upgrades? Done well. Electrical upgrade? Done well. Angie's been connecting homeowners with skilled pros for nearly 30 years, so we know the difference between done and done well. Hire high-quality, certified pros at Angie.com.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Bruins trailing the Ottawa Senators 1-0 here at TD Garden as we take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard from around the NHL. Some earlier games today, the Buffalo Sabres picked up a 3-2 win over the Calgary Flames. That one in a shootout. Buffalo gets back to the 500 mark with that victory. The Winnipeg Jets become the first team in NHL history to start the season with 14 wins in their first 15 games as they beat the Dallas Stars today 4-1 the final. They are through 2 periods of play down in Florida. The Panthers have come back to take a 3-2 lead over the Flyers in that one. End of one up in Toronto. It's the Maple Leafs out to a 1-0 lead over the Montreal Canadiens. They're also through 1 period of play in Detroit. The Rangers have a 1-0 lead over the Red Wings. And at the end of one in St. Louis, the Blues and Capitals are tied at 1. Bruins will see the Blues twice here in the next week, including a game in St. Louis on Tuesday night. The New Jersey Devils and New York Islanders are scoreless in the first period. Games that just about to get underway. Nashville hosting the Utah Hockey Club tonight. Nashville 4-9-1 coming into that game. It's a 9 o'clock start out in Colorado. The Avalanche taking on the 10-2 Carolina Hurricanes, who have won 8 straight. The Columbus Blue Jackets will visit the LA Kings tonight for a 9 o'clock Eastern Time face-off. The late start in Vancouver. The Canucks and Oilers get going at 10 o'clock. 1-0 Bruins trail Ottawa. We'll have the second period coming up here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hi, this is Mark Bertrand from the Zolak and Bertrand Show for VA New England. I have a proud family history of military service, including my father, who served in the U.S. Army. VA New England Healthcare is the highest rated and largest healthcare system in New England. If you or a family member served honorably on active duty for 2 years or deployed or retired from the reserves in any branch, you may be eligible for benefits from VA New England. To get started, call 800-MY-VA-411 or go to va.gov and explore your veteran benefits.
Hey, it's Matt. Are you tired of spending money repairing your heating or AC system year over year? Well, stop the cycle of costly repairs with Rodenhiser Home Services Fix It Forward program. Just show Rodenhiser any past repair bill, and they'll apply up to $550 as a down payment toward a brand new energy-efficient heating or AC system. And the repair bill can be from any HVAC company. Fix It Forward ends December 31st, so visit Rodenhiser.com/fixitforward to schedule a free consultation today. Nice people, great service since 1928.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Jew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol, William Grant & Sons Inc., New York.
Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future-ready as their single-source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that makes sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future-ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Shop early, save big, all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Right now, get select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at just $59.98. Don't wait to save. Shop these deals today, in-store or online, because Lowe's knows deals. Discount taken at time of purchase while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
What's up, y'all? It's Joe Budden here to talk about Prize Picks. Football season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code GET100 and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks. Run your game.
You didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday. You're here to win. Lucky for you, Shopify built the best converting checkout on the planet. Like the just one tapping, ridiculously fast acting, sky-high sales stacking, champion of checkouts. That's the good stuff right there. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/win.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Second period about to get underway. Fans, TD Bank cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins. Ottawa Senators have a 1-0 lead as we open up the second period. Josh Norris with his 5th goal of the year on the power play from Brady Tkachuk and Drake Batherson at 19:52 of the first period is the lone goal so far. Ottawa ended the period with a 10-7 shots on goal advantage. They cashed in on their only power play chance. The Bruins 0 for 1 on the man advantage so far. Faceoffs in that first period were 17-6 in favor of Ottawa.
I think, faceoffs one area, certainly. I mean, decision-making with the puck and actually without the puck at times, including the goal that was scored inside your own zone, have to be cleaned up.
Bruins will attack from right to left in the second period. Kastelik, Frederick, and Beecher starting up front with Zadorov and McAvoy. McAvoy will wire one into the Ottawa zone down to our left. Kastelik moves it out from behind the net. Zadorov back at the left point. He'll push it back in deep.
D to D there. McAvoy wants that puck in the middle.
Well, he's got it back on his stick now. Gives it along for Frederick at the right circle, but turned over in the corner. Frederick keeps it alive out near the blue line. Beecher gloves one down onto his stick. Chops it in a little bit deeper. Kastelik reaching for it behind the net. Has it on his backhand. Cuts back to the forehand. Deals off for Zadorov. A shot in and out of Olmark's glove. It sat there for a moment, but the Senators will clear it away. Right back toward the Boston bench here. Kastelik trying to move it back in deep. He heads off as part of the change. 45 seconds into the period. McAvoy took a tumble in the neutral ice. Here come the Senators into the attack zone, but Zadorov blocks a shot attempt that goes out of play.
I think McAvoy wanted to get a change there. Lindholm was jumping on the ice, and then McAvoy had to try to dive back and get that puck so it didn't get by him and create the odd man rush. And Lindholm had to hustle back off the ice. Too many men on the ice. They did call it. Yeah. So McAvoy was heading to the bench, and that pass, and Lindholm's hopping on for him. And then the pass comes up, and he's trying to prevent the breakaway or the possible breakaway because the Senators floated a couple guys up the ice looking for that either breakaway or 2-on-1. So when McAvoy stays, Lindholm had already hopped out. He tries to get back.
The Bruins will have Matt Patra serve the too many men penalty. 52 seconds into this second period. Ottawa to the second power play of the game for them. Off the face-off, puck pulled toward the near corner. Got up the wall, but not out. Kept in by Shabbat. His shot blocked in front. Looked like off of Carlo, and the Bruins clear it.
Carlo and Lindholm clears it.
Shabbat back in his own zone here for the Senators. Giroux will carry it up toward the center circle. Pass off to the left side for Amadio. They work it around to Gaudette near side. Now Shabbat, top of the right circle. Shot got through that time. Save made by Swayman off the far boards. It's played by Giroux in behind the net, just out of Hampus's reach. Goes back around to that far side. Giroux floats it back toward the blue line. Shabbat moves it down to the circle and gets it right back from Gaudette. Giroux sets up a one-timer for Gregg and gloved by Swayman. No rebound that time.
Bruins in between, though, right? I mean, they've allowed 3 slot chances while the Senators have had the power play. Kachuk's had 2 of them. You know, and if you want to count the goal that was scored a little bit into the right wing circle, but that's another one right there. Open in the slot. Giroux floats that one in there, and Gregg gets a good shot away, trying to go high to the glove side, but he's open. The Bruins, if they want to be aggressive, it's got to be all on the same page, and it doesn't look like they are, at least a couple of chances here. I know Ottawa's lethal on the power play.
Anderson out near the center of the blue line, kicked out of the zone by Charlie Coyle. Anderson back in his own end now. Minute to go on the Bruins penalty. Stützle will bring through neutral ice. Floats it off to the left side. Tried to get a return pass, but Coyle blocked that. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Sanderson dealt it down into the corner. Got it back from Batherson. Stützle fires across ice. Batherson, top of the left circle. Takes a look around. Deals it down low. At the back of the net, Norris. Stützle, right circle. Walks it back toward the blue line. Plays it down into the corner for Tkachuk. Tkachuk brings it along the hash marks. 20 to go in the power play. Little give and go, and Tkachuk's shot forced wide of the net. He's got it back now left circle, and whistles one across through the slot. Stützle picked it up off the near side boards. Gave it up, got it back. He can go back and forth with Batherson. Now Norris, centering pass, broken up by Coyle, still loose there on the inside of the face-off circle, and able to drag it toward the near side boards and clear it was Marchand. Patra comes out of the box to even things up. 3 minutes into this second period. Here's Pasternak taking one away in the Ottawa zone. Pasternak moving right in, trying to get it to the forehand for the shot. Never did get one off. Frederick keeps it moving now from the far circle. Tried to center, and that was broken up.
Pasternak took that strong to the net. There ended up being a little bit of contact made with Ullmark. May have been pushed into him. That he was trying to go drag that puck around him on the forehand.
Patra had a puck hit him in the skate, neutral ice. Dumped back into the Boston zone here by Ostapchuk. Pasternak will wheel it across ice here for Wotherspoon. Backhands it in from the red line. Patra will get position on Ostapchuk in the far corner. Gets tripped up in there. He'll play on. Frederick will move it back down low. Now Pasternak gets it to Patra. Patra right along the goal line. Turns back toward the far boards. Wheels it back for Wotherspoon. On to Rohrai. Pass for Pasternak in the left circle. Bounced off his stick and lifted out of the zone by Hamonic. Pasternak's got it back at his own blue line. Feeds ahead for Kastelik. Kastelik moving in left circle. Save made by Ullmark. And the long rebound. Rohrai came charging after it.
He followed up, but he got his stick tied up just to try to get to it.
Gaudette near the Boston blue line. That play's going to be offside, courtesy of Rohrai as he held up the rush.
Yeah, Pasternak through the neutral zone that time. Good hard pass for Kastelik, who just came off the bench. Kastelik's going to cut to his left wing circle. Get a pretty good shot away with the rebound. Yeah, he was being forced in there, was Pasternak, was he was trying to get to the net by Hamonic. That was Amadio that came back and broke up Rohrai on the rebound chance.
4:14 into the second period. Ottawa leading by 1. Soft win by Zacha. McAvoy pushed it up the right side. Pasternak gives back to Zacha coming across the line. He gets knocked down by Tkachuk as he tried to get off the shot. Zadorov now from the left point. His shot blocked by McEwen came back to him. Zadorov walks it along the blue line. McAvoy wants it. He's got it. Right circle. Sends one back across ice. Pasternak out near the line. Has it. Deals back across for McAvoy. McAvoy centered one for Zacha coming through the slot. Couldn't angle it on goal. Pasternak played it into the middle. Tkachuk got it out of there. Zadorov kept it in. Now Pasternak in front. Zacha score! Pavel Zacha wheels around with a backhand shot that beats Ullmark, and the Bruins tie it.
Yeah, good zone time here, and Ottawa kind of reeling a little bit. They're trying to get the puck out. They can't. They're gassed. You can see them kind of going to the bench. Hunched over right now. Caught out there in a long shift, but they had a couple chances to clear. Weren't able to do it. And keeping by Zadorov goes back down the boards. Pasternak, quick pass into the middle from that left wing circle. And Zacha's got position in front, but he's got his back to Ullmark. He's going to spin and get this quick backhand shot away with Jensen hanging on him. And the backhand shot is going to be Allmark to the glove side.
Pavel Zacha, who broke a stretch where he had just 1 point in 12 games going into Thursday night, had a goal and an assist, now has goals in back-to-back games. And the Bruins have evened things up. Just over 5 minutes to play in the 5 minutes gone by, rather, in this second period. Here's Hampus Lindholm down the left circle, moves in on Allmark, gets a backhand, the rebound, score! Marchand! And just like that, the Bruins go from 1 down to 1 ahead.
It's the third time that the Bruins have taken the puck strong to the net. You had Marchand in the first period. Now in the second, you've got Pastrnak doing it. And that time, Hampus Lindholm, strong pinch down the boards on the left wing side. He's going to drag this puck around a couple of Senators, attack the net from that left wing side, put a backhand chance in on Allmark, and a little subtle play by Brazeau in front. He's going to get this puck over to Marchand, who's wide open to the left of Allmark. Brazeau keeps this puck alive as he's being tied up in front and gets it to Marchand, and no chance at all there for Allmark. You got a penalty injury here?
Yeah, Claude Giroux is shaken up.
That's a terrific play. Under pressure, Zub was on him. Talking about Brazeau. You had to Lindholm take it strong to the net from the left, but Brazeau keeps that puck alive with a couple Senators all over him.
Brazeau and Giroux got tangled right off of the drop of the puck. Giroux went down. The officials are talking this over here. Those goals coming 15 seconds
to be
apart.
fine. He's standing over there by the bench. Seems to be fine. They're not going to call penalty here.
Nope.
Yeah.
Long discussion with all four officials,
well,
and
you know, there was some conversation in between periods of should Norris have gotten an embellishment call, right? I think Brazeau probably deserved 2 minutes here, though.
Looked like he caught him with a high stick.
Looked like he caught him high, yeah. Probably 2 minutes, but might have got away with one there. Norris, by the way, had an embellishment last game he was called for. So that one, I think, from the angle we saw on a replay, it looked like Drew might have had an argument.
Puck will be dumped into the Boston zone here, and Swayman plays it along for McAvoy. So Zacha from Pastrnak and Zadorov, then Marchand from Brazeau and Hampus Lindholm, 15 seconds apart. Here's Patra along the near circle. Got it back to the blue line for Zadorov. Coyle pivots away from Norris. Coyle trying to backhand one in front, hit the outside of the net. Brought near side by Patra. Now Zadorov sends over to McAvoy. Has to settle it down. Sweeps it in deep. Hamonic is there for the Senators. Now Norris along the far circle. He'll push it along to Clevin. Into the neutral zone near the red line. Patra able to win it back. Steps in across the Ottawa line. Takes a long shot. Blocker saved by Allmark. Rebound comes all the way to the near boards. Chuck backing his way out of his own zone. Bumped by Zadorov coming through neutral ice. Puck will come around behind Swayman.
Got up pretty high on Zadorov that time, protecting himself.
Dump in effort blocked by Shabbat. He'll volley it back down behind Swayman. Sent hard around the near boards by Hampus Lindholm, who avoided a check. Now McEwen behind the net here. Sent one off of Swayman.
Ottawa trying to come out with a physical presence here. You had Kachuk with a couple of hits. McEwen just tried one there.
Beecher deep into Ottawa territory. Puck on his stick as he goes around behind the net. Sent it around the far side. Hampus Lindholm to Carlo, the right point. Kastelik, right circle. Shot. Allmark blocker save. Rebound out in front. Trying to dig it free was Gaudette, and does, and he'll back it up. Now Jensen from the near face-off circle will play it ahead, and Cousins directs it deep in behind Swayman as Ottawa changes up. 7 minutes into this second period, Bruins lead by 1. Pastrnak swings it off for Tyler Johnson. Johnson will play it down the right wing boards. Allmark stops it. Fills it along for Zub. Giroux will pass into the neutral ice. Bounced off the skate of Batherson, and Bruins have it back. Johnson denied entry by Zub on the near side of the blue line. Puck will be dumped back into the Boston zone. Swayman kept it moving for Mason Lohrei. Wotherspoon off the far boards, kept in by Sanderson. He'll swing it back around behind the Bruins net all the way to the near face-off circle, and Giroux, under pressure from Lori, loses it out of the zone. Jensen pivoting away from the forechecking Pasternak. Now puck off the far boards for Gregg. Gets it in behind Swayman, who sticks it along for Lori. Referee with a stick in his hand as a broken one was laying down in the Bruins zone, trying to clean up some dead wood. Here's a shot by Jensen, redirected on Swayman, who made a nice stop. The rebound into the near corner as Zaka and Wotherspoon try to move it, and they do. It'll come up ice, and Senators hustling back toward their own zone with Hamonic to skate onto the puck. He'll send one back ahead to the Boston line. Kachuk dropping one off for a one-timer by Gregg, turned aside by Swayman.
Tough line change by the Bruins there.
Elias Lindholm gives to Marchand. Coming down the middle of the Senators zone, McAvoy couldn't get it into a shooting position. Now Marchand's got it back. On the right wing circle, deals it back to Zadorov, who throws one in front. Brazo was battling with Hamonic in there. Hamonic will play it out to the blue line and out of the zone as Gregg dumps it in behind Swayman. He comes out and stops it. 11:05 to go in the period. Brazo tapped it along for Elias Lindholm. Stick handling through traffic and through the neutral zone. Moving it on to the left side, and he will backhand it in behind Linus Ullmark's net. And back around near side. Hampus Lindholm helping to keep that free. Patra backing him up near the blue line to keep it deeper. Puck came loose onto Charlie Coyle. Coyle gets around Gregor. Sets it up back for Hampus Lindholm to the left point. A shot bouncing loose in front. Get back toward the blue line and out of the zone as Carlo and Amadio came together. Zub will get it deep into Boston territory once again. Swayman played it back into the near corner. Bruins can't get it out. Here's a chance in front for Cousins, but his shot directed straight up into the air.
Beecher got back and got a piece of it.
From the near circle, Jensen gave it back to McEwen, who rockets one wide of Swayman. Far point, Shabbat will send it back around the boards. Jensen dealing with a broken stick in the attack zone.
Push that stick towards him there, too. You got to be careful. Just trying to get it out of the way, but he pushed it towards the puck.
Disrupted that shot as Jensen to McEwen and into the Bruins zone. Wotherspoon avoids that broken stick as he skates it in behind the net. Frederick up the right side will carry across the Ottawa line. Stops along the far hash marks, deals it in deep for Kastelik. Reversed around to the far side. It'll come out of the zone. Lori's got it. Backing up toward the Boston zone. Wotherspoon volleys one toward the Ottawa line. Slapped in out of midair by Kastelik. Connected back down towards Swayman, and in behind the net comes Wotherspoon. Got shoved off it by Batherson, and a chance from the far circle. A one-timer by Clevin. Swayman might have gotten a piece of that as it hit the outside of the net. Frederick will come up through neutral ice. Play it down the left wing boards. Hamonic steered it right back out of the Ottawa zone. Batherson sends one across ice. Giroux skates onto it. Tangled up with Zadorov. Puck comes behind the net. Wotherspoon hands off for Pasternak. Pasternak lifting one into neutral ice. Johnson trying to find it near the Ottawa blue line. Instead, here comes Kachuk back the other way. Behind the defense, goes to the backhand. Swayman makes the save. Kachuk goes down and slides into the near corner, and a penalty coming against Nikita Zadorov. Slashing will be the call. 8:34 remaining in the second. Bruins have a 2-1 lead, but Ottawa goes to the power play when we come back on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Brad Marchand's 5th goal of the year, assisted by Justin Brazo and Hampus Lindholm, is our delivery of the game, delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Electrical contractors, get on board the GCE Night Train. Order your materials to be delivered overnight to the job site the following morning and save time and money. Go to GCEnighttrain.com to order. Nikita Zadorov goes to the penalty box here with 8:34 to go in the second. Bruins up by 1.
D got split up a little bit there for the Bruins. They got too wide is what I'm trying to say. And Kachuk recognized it, drove right up the middle of the ice, got the pass, took it on his backhand, came down the middle. Zadorov came across, got a whack onto the hands. Still a pretty good opportunity, really good opportunity for Kachuk that Jeremy Swayman was able to close the door on.
So face-off in the Boston zone here to resume play. This is the 3rd power play of the game for Ottawa. They have scored 1. We brought into the neutral zone by Sanderson, and then he drops it back. Stützle will bring it toward the left side for Kachuk. Back to Stützle on the give and go. And a quick shot. Angles all the way back into Ottawa territory. Kachuk back in his own zone here. 1.5 minutes to go in the Zadorov penalty. Batherson skates it toward the left. Now back into the middle as he comes to the Boston line, but entry denied by Hampus Lindholm. Anderson from his own blue line. Leaves it there. Stützle skates it across the red line. Kachuk gives it back to him as he enters the zone. Wraps it all the way around to the near side. Norris reversed it back toward the corner. Official getting in the way there as Batherson will go behind the net. Pass off the far boards. Back to the blue line. They try to set up Norris in the right circle. Good read by Hampus Lindholm.
Referee actually apologizing to Brandon Carlo that time. Carlo was going to get to that puck first, but they collided. Giving him a little apology to go back up the ice. A couple good reads by Lindholm on that PK.
So Giroux coming out of the Ottawa zone with the puck. Right side for Gaudette. Dumped in around the boards. It goes to the far side. Coyle kicking it toward the corner. Witherspoon gets a stick on it. It comes back to Coyle. He swivels it into the middle, and Beecher with a lane to carry out. And he'll now dump it into the Ottawa zone and head off as part of a change. 20 seconds left on the power play for Ottawa. 6:50 to go here in the second period. Bruins leading 2-1. Hip check far boards by McAvoy. To loosen up that puck, but now a steal by Giroux. A centering pass taken away by McAvoy. Sends Marchand out into neutral ice. 2-on-1 here. Marchand with McAvoy. Floats one across. Just jumped over McAvoy's stick as he came down the middle. Zadorov's out of the box as Gaudette brings back into the Boston zone. The save made by Swayman. As Gaudette let one go from the right circle.
Tricky shot by Gaudette trying to use it. I think it was Lohrei as a screen there.
Zadorov comes back behind the net. Gives along for Lohrei. Lohrei skates it through center ice. Moves into the Ottawa zone. Keeps it moving down toward the corner and sends it around the boards for Pasternak along the right wing circle. Knocked away from him by Ostapchuk. Will be lifted into the Boston zone. Carlo first to it. Backhanding one hard around the near boards. Out of the reach of Lohrei, but Patra will catch up with it in the neutral zone. Pasternak moved it into the Ottawa end. It's shot across the ice off the glass far side near the Boston bench.
Yeah, Clevin was lucky that puck didn't go over the glass. That was really close.
Now Cousins chased back toward his own zone. 5:38 to go here in the period. Directed into the Boston end, but just barely as Lorai and Kastelik combined to clear it. Pasternak trying to backhand one toward the attacking blue line. Gets tripped up. Here's Johnson, 2-on-1 with Kastelik. Back across for Pasternak, and one touch back for Kastelik, missed him. And now the Senators come forward in a hurry. McEwen feathered one all the way across. Kachuk out of the far corner, spun it around the near side, and Pasternak will bring it back through neutral ice with a pass across ice. Kastelik rolling on him. He'll sweep it around behind the Senators' net. Zub will take it back toward the far face-off circle.
Pasternak's deferred a couple of times today. I mean, I don't mind the idea there, because if it connects, it's a bang goal and a beauty. But the return pass there for Kastelik, not in the spot where he needed it.
Frederick near the Ottawa blue line. Lost it. Giroux brings the Senators forward. Batherson gives it back for Giroux. Kepke on the back check breaks that up. Zub has it now on his stick along the right wing boards. 4:35 to play in the period. Zub sends one across ice and ricocheted in on goal off the stick of Batherson from a wide angle. Swayman covers that up with 4:31 to play here in the second period. It's the Bruins 2 and Ottawa 1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Bruins with 2 goals here in the second period, each of them with 2 assists. And with those feeds, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation so far tonight has donated another $400 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about feeding the puck for families at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. Bruins leading at 2-1, 4 minutes and 31 seconds left here in this second period. Goals by Zaka and Marchand. Face-off win by the Senators, but we get a whistle and they're going to do it again. Kastelik against Stützle on the face-off. Bruins will control it. Hampus Lindholm from behind the net. On to Zaka coming out through neutral ice. Dumped in from the red line. Around the far boards it comes. Kicks on to Pasternak. He'll carry it down the circle and in behind the Senators' net. Trying to look out in front. Jensen came in to get that puck, and now it'll jump out of play.
As Between the Pipes is sponsored by Charles D. Sheehy. If you're in the piping trades, you need to call Charles D. Sheehy, Boston's premier piping and mechanical product supplier. CDS is your local leader. Between the Pipes for the Ottawa Senators is Linus Ullmark, and for the Bruins, it's Jeremy Swayman.
Ullmark has stopped 12 out of 14 so far. Swayman 16 for 17 on the night.
Including the breakaway by Kachuk just recently.
It's much anticipated goaltender matchup. Pasternak loads one up from the high slot, and Ullmark makes the save and then dives on the loose puck.
Yeah, the first chance by Pasternak got blocked. I think it was his own guy, maybe Frederick, going to the net, but came right back to him. Little move to pull that puck away from a Senator. And there's Giroux trying to reach it and get the shot away from the middle.
making some.
There's been some a couple interesting lines here. Now they're just going to kind of load up with his offensive zone face-off. It looks like Marchand and Pasternak out there. The face-off in the D zone had Zacha, Pasternak, and Kastelik. Presumably to take the draw with two centers.
Pasternak chasing one in behind the net. Shabbat steered it around the far boards. It'll come out of the zone. Marchand chases it down along the red line near side. Sweeps it in past Jensen. Shabbat reversed it around to Jensen in the near corner of the Ottawa end. Out to neutral ice. Gregg to Chuck. Reaching behind him, able to keep that puck moving, and now dumped in on Swayman, who scoops it up with the glove and draws the whistle. .340 to play here in the period. 2-1. Bruins have the lead. Ottawa got a late power play goal with just 8 seconds to go in the first period from Josh Norris. Had the lead coming into this one. But 15 seconds apart, those Zacha and Marchand goals. Face-off will be to the left of Swayman here with Johnny Beecher to take the draw against Adam Gaudette. Local kid, Braintree native, Northeastern. Puck thrown through the top of the crease here by Nick Cousins. Now kept alive by Sanderson, far side. Poke checked out of the zone by Beecher, and he's in a foot race up ice. Sanderson played it off the far wall, but Coyle cut it off at the blue line. Coyle centering for Koepke, who was taken out of the play in front by Zoo. Gaudette will gain the red line and dumps it into the right wing corner. Around the boards it goes to the far side. Coyle backs it up for McAvoy. Stops behind his net. Cuts back toward the far circle. Now across it comes for Zadorov. His pass through neutral ice missed Patra, and that's an icing.
And hockey season is the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Bruins head out on the road for a couple after this one. Be in St. Louis on Tuesday night, take on the Blues. And then on Thursday night in Dallas. Next home game is matinee next Saturday against those same Blues. McAvoy sent it around behind the Bruins net. Zadorov clears it out to neutral ice. Battle for it in front of the Boston bench. Patra kicked it forward, but the Senators will come back with it. Here's Amadio just inside the Boston line. Takes the shot and scores. Michael Amadio gets this game tied with 2:44 to go in the second.
I think it's a moving screen here on Swayman. You know, he sees what's going on. All of a sudden, he doesn't see what's going on. And then it opens up again, and Amadio's taking a shot. Bruins getting a line change, trying to get back into the play. It's still a 3-on-3, but the D kind of back off a little bit. That allows Amadio to walk into a good shooting spot. Yeah, Zadorov that kind of went right in front of him. He's covering trying to get to his man on the far side, but there's two guys that screen, and all of a sudden the C's open. You can see it when you watch it from behind. It's McAvoy and Zadorov, and they're both kind of in the line of sight. And then just as the shot's being taken, they're kind of moving, not out of the way on purpose, but out of the way to take their man. And that shot finds the glove hand side there on Swayman.
Marchand feeding one in front from behind the Ottawa net. Brazo now along the near side boards. He lost it out of the zone, and Atherson gets it to the Boston line, sends one into the middle, and Stützle moving toward the slot. Couldn't grab a hold of it. Marchand now will backhand into the Ottawa zone. Brazo pressuring Shabbat. Puck goes around the far boards and out to neutral ice. Hampus Lindholm swings it to the near side for Marchand. Dump in, partially blocked by Shabbat. Bounces into the right wing corner. Atherson will play into the middle. Shabbat coming out of his own zone. Carries all the way to the Boston line. Pulls up near boards. Throws one on goal. Swayman makes the blocker save. Atherson spun it in behind the net. Gets past Stützle, and Bruins will have it with Pasternak as he gets knocked down. A turnover, but they were going to whistle a penalty here against the Senators.
Yeah, that's going to Gregg.
So the Bruins will go to the power play with 1:45 to go in the second in what is now a tie game. 2-2 On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hotels.com knows that planning your book club's annual field trip can get chaotic. Rhea, the romance reader, wants to stay in Prince Charming's castle. Self-improvement Steve needs a hotel gym. Leela and Jeff, the horror fans, ghosted the group chat about budget. And you've read enough true crime to know that murdering them isn't a real option. With the Hotels.com app, invite all your friends to collaborate and find the perfect hotel together. Share properties, vote on your favorites, and book all in one place. Find your perfect somewhere with Hotels.com.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5, thesportshub.com.
Fans of Boston Bruins and the Massachusetts State Lottery are proud to honor exceptional community members again this season. Nominate your local hero to be recognized as the Community All-Star at an upcoming Bruins home game by visiting bostonbruins.com/community all-star tonight.
Travis Green, head coach of the Ottawa Senators, is just not happy about this call. I've had a problem with a couple calls tonight. I didn't have a problem with this one. I thought it was a good one. Pasternak cuts back on Greg, and it's a good cutback. And Greg gives him a chop on the hands. You could call it slash or even a trip. You know, Pasternak, I don't know whether he thought that maybe he embellished it a little bit, but I thought that was a good call. I thought it was an easy call.
Well, and it also was going to lead to a golden scoring chance for Ottawa if they don't call that too. I mean, it's.
But how they get it? Chopped it down.
Bullgang dealing with a glass issue that has now been solved. And so the Bruins go to the power play with 1:45 to go in the period. Their second opportunity of the night. Elias Lindholm will take the face-off here in the offensive zone. Marchand, Zacha, Pasternak, McAvoy, the rest of the five-man unit. Off the draw, Marchand trying to reach in there and help out. Lindholm pulled it towards Zacha. Zacha played it across ice, sought the carom, picked up by Pasternak, skates it into the left wing corner. Marchand trying to chip it out in front. It went onto the back of the net, but he gets it loose. Past Marchand, it comes behind the net. Zacha trying to get it back in his direction. It'll be taken by Jensen and shot all the way down ice. 1:20 to go in the period. McAvoy picks the puck up behind Swayman. Brings out into neutral ice. Turns it back for Zacha coming through neutral ice. Pasternak. Got it back from Elias Lindholm and now sent it across ice for Marchand. Into the near corner against Jensen. Zacha's got the puck on his stick. Floats it for Marchand. Tap back towards Zacha. Zacha turns to the top of the faceoff circle. Marchand now at the bottom of the circle near side. 52 to go in the period as Pasternak's got it left wing circle. To Marchand down low. Marchand looking to center. Broken up. Pasternak got it back to McAvoy. Out near the blue line. To the right circle for Zacha. Now Marchand trying to send one through the slot. Blocked by Jensen. McAvoy's got it high slot. Over to Zacha. Back to McAvoy. Had to knock it down and then lost it. Knocked away from him by Gregor and down ice it goes. McAvoy from his own zone with 20 to go in the period. Pasternak finds Zacha, cutting it across the line. Here's Brazo, left circle, and his pass misses Pasternak. And now Giroux going to come up ice on a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Giroux moving in left circle. Shot save made by Swayman as the rebound went up over the net.
Another 2-on-1 late in a period. when you have full possession of the puck, right? There's that kind of a little bit of a hope pass into the middle. It doesn't connect, and it's a 2-on-1 going back the other way.
Swayman able to keep this one tied. 15 seconds of the power play time will carry over into the third period, but we are locked up at 2 at the end of 40 minutes here at TD Garden. We'll be back to recap the game so far here on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Sometimes your phone breaks. Ugh. Dude. What the? Oh, seriously? Hey, life happens. But at Verizon in the Providence area, we got you. Trade in any phone from one of our top brands in any condition, guaranteed. And get a great deal on one of our best 5G phones with Unlimited Ultimate. And turn...
No!
Into... Oh, yeah! Visit a Providence area Verizon store today.
Shop early, save big, all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Right now, get select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at just $59.98. Don't wait to save. Shop these deals today, in-store or online, because Lowe's knows deals. Discount taken at time of purchase while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
What's up, y'all? It's Joe Budden here to talk about Prize Picks. Football season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code GET100 and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks. Run your game.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Patrick kicked it forward, but the Senators will come back with it. Here's Amadio just inside the Boston line, takes the shot and scores. Michael Amadio gets this game tied with 2:44 to go in the second. And that is where we are at the end of 40 minutes here at TD Garden. It's a 2-2 game. Ottawa led it at the end of 1. Bruins came back with 2 quick goals in the second period to grab a 2-1 lead, but then a late goal by Amadio to tie it at 2. Back alongside Bob Beers, I'm Ryan Johnston. Overall thoughts on the first 40 minutes tonight?
The first period, Ryan, they had trouble getting the puck out of their own zone. Faceoffs were an issue in the first period, but they had trouble getting the puck out of their own zone cleanly with possession. Sometimes you're going to be under a lot of pressure. You might have to wrap it around. But they missed some passes. They had some turnovers. They made some mistakes there. They got better. They cleaned that up a little bit in the second period. It was better. And they got to work in the offensive zone. 2 quick goals. And both goals came after a penalty kill for the Bruins, which was obviously, extremely important. You get out of that one after allowing the power play goal in the first period, late in the first period. I didn't like the Amadio goal. it looked like he had 3 guys going for a line change, long change, second period. Now guys have to hustle back. Now it looked like, I couldn't tell which forward it was, but he looked like he got back into the zone, but the D had already backed off because it was basically a 3-on-2 essentially. And they had kind of backed off, and all of a sudden you could kind of see the C's part when Amadio got the drop pass in the right wing circle, just shading on above the hash marks there, and gets that shot away, and the D kind of crisscrossed, and they were right in line with Swayman, and all of a sudden they weren't, and the puck was already on its way in, and Swayman, you can just kind of see his reaction. He's kind of leaning one way, expecting that puck to go that way, and all of a sudden it comes back the other way. So I think something that could be cleaned up there, but there are a couple. Tkachuk was in on a breakaway that caused a penalty. The D guy a little bit too far apart. I like the way they've taken the puck strong to the front of the net, but the power play for the Bruins still an issue, right? You've got 15 seconds on a carryover. You just gave up a 2-on-1 with 10 seconds to go, 12 seconds to go in the period, and Drew just missed. He's coming down his off wing, down the left side. He's a right shot, and when you watch the replay, it just. I mean, Swayman fought it off, but it nicked the left shoulder and stayed out. You've got the puck in the offensive zone with the power play, with time winding down. You got to be a little smarter with it. Nobody's immune to it, but the top power play unit is, most of it's on the outside. They've tried to take it to the net a couple times, to cause something. They've tried a couple of those cross-ice passes to try something. But when you watch Ottawa move the puck around on the power play, and you watch the Bruins move it around right now, there's no real comparison. I mean, they've had 3 slot chances, the Senators have, because they move the puck around decisively, quickly. The Bruins really have not had that here in this game that I can remember anyhow. And that last one kind of fumbling a puck a little bit, even when they have possession of the offensive end, the fans really starting to get antsy as well. They have a couple chances to shoot. And then that would take me back to the next one is, like Pasternak's had a couple chances to shoot today where he's deferred and tried to make passes. I like the option to go to Kastelik in the second period. There was a quick 3-on-2. There was a nice passing play. They tried to give and go. Kastelik got the puck to Pasternak. Pasternak tried to give it right back to him on the left side. And if he gets it to him, it should be a fairly easy goal. But the pass, Kastelik's a righty. He's on the left side. And when Pasternak returns the pass, it's off the left skate of Kastelik, and he can't catch up to that. Right. His stick's behind him. It's not in front of him where he would take it on the backhand. It's behind him. So just a little bit off right now. And I was 5-on-5, but just a little bit off, even when they get a good opportunity like that.
And a lot of what you're talking about is kind of the details. And we've seen, we've seen
execution
a few times, the timing of line changes and things like that have cropped up here. And even as they've put some wins together this week, there have been some issues like that.
Even against Seattle, they had that bad line change, and that was with the power play. It leads to a 2-on-1 with 20 seconds to go or whatever. It was late in the second period. And, that we just had another 2-on-1 right there. So that just kind of illustrates where the power play is right now. The goal that was scored by Amadio was off of a 5-on-5 change. So it's a little bit of everything, and it's not all bad here today. There's some good things as well. They battle back. They get the 2-1 lead. They've taken the puck strong to the net. They've gone there. Brazo kept a play alive that got the puck over to Marchand for his goal. Nice keeping at the point, and then back down low with Pasternak to Zacha for a spin around for his goal. So there's been some good things in this game. Now you got to close it out. 2-2. You got to carry over power play. Not very long, but it's 2-2 here, and you got to find a way. And it hasn't been overly sharp, but it can be good enough.
2-2 our score at the end of 2 periods, and it's time for our Music of the Game, brought to you by Live Nation. Sebastian Maniscalco, the It Ain't Right Tour, returns in 2025. March 6th at SNHU Arena, March 9th at Amica Mutual Pavilion, and March 16th at the DCU Center. Get your tickets now at livenation.com. Bruins 2, the Ottawa Senators 2. We'll be back to check the out-of-town scoreboard coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Without VA, I would have paid $25,000 for my hospital stay,
$42,000 for my education,
$74,000 for my home down payment. But because of my service, I paid $0.
Get what you earn. Visit choose.va.gov.
Not all veterans are eligible for the type or amount of benefits mentioned here.
Build up to Black Friday with savings all month long at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances, plus take an additional 10% off when you buy select major appliances. And don't wait to pick up holiday inflatables under $20. Don't wait to save, in-store or online now, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/6 through 12/4. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details and qualifying items while supplies last.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Second intermission here in Boston at the TD Garden, where the Bruins and Ottawa Senators are tied up at 2. We take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Earlier today, a couple finals, the Buffalo Sabres in a shootout 3-2 winners over the Calgary Flames. It was Winnipeg going to 14-1 on the season, 4-1 victors over the Dallas Stars. Florida, just in a shootout, just defeated the Philadelphia Flyers by the final of 4-3. End of 2 periods, Toronto with a 4-1 lead over the Montreal Canadiens. Also at the end of 2, it's the Rangers 3 and the Red Wings 0. Washington a 4-1 lead on the St. Louis Blues. That's early in the 3rd period. In the 2nd period, New Jersey and the New York Islanders are tied at 1. At the end of 1, Nashville 2 and the Utah Hockey Club 0. Later games, Carolina in Colorado to take on the Avalanche. It's Columbus visiting Los Angeles. Vancouver will play host to the Edmonton Oilers. Here in Boston at the TD Garden, Bruins Senators are tied at 2, second intermission. 3rd period faceoff coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Sometimes your phone breaks.
Ugh.
Dude. What the? Oh, seriously? Hey, life happens. But at Verizon in the Providence area, we got you. Trade in any phone from one of our top brands in any condition, guaranteed. And get a great deal on one of our best 5G phones with Unlimited Ultimate. And turn...
No!
Into... Oh, yeah! Visit a Providence area Verizon store today.
Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts, a new way to keep your teen safer as they grow. Like making sure they always have their seatbelt on.
All right, buckle up. Good job.
New Instagram Teen Accounts. Automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
Switching to Shopify helps you sell smarter at every stage of your business. Take full control of your brand with your own custom online store.
Wow, looks amazing.
Find more customers with our easy-to-use marketing tools. Piece of cake. And let the best converting checkout on the planet do its thing. Whatever your stage, businesses that grow with Shopify. Switch to Shopify today for a $1 a month trial at shopify.com/listen. Shopify.com/listen.
Coming up short? We've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's Overdraft Privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Federal employees keep our country going.
And GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million doctors and benefits like dental and vision coverage. That's why we're the #1 consumer-driven health plan for federal employees. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
I'm Phyllis, and I appreciate the customers that come into my diner, especially truckers who fuel up with RNG. RNG stands for Renewable Natural Gas, and it happens to be the cleanest fuel they can use because it's made with organic waste from landfills and dairy farms. Hi, honey, sit anywhere. I'll get your usual. And hey, you want the blue plate special? I'm who you come see. You want experts in RNG? You need to talk to Clean Energy. With over 600 stations across the country, they're making a difference in the environment right now. More coffee? Coming up. Anyhow, between capturing methane before it enters the atmosphere and reducing truck emissions on the road, from what I've gathered, RNG can eliminate carbon by up to 300%, dramatically reversing the harm that carbon can cause. How do I know when a driver fuels up with RNG? Easy. They don't stink like diesel.
Order up.
Clean energy, shifting carbon into reverse.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston. This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 98.5, Sports Hub. A Beasley Media Group station. This is a black and gold flashback.
And for our black and gold flashback tonight, this date, November the 9th, 1972, Johnny Busick recorded the 1,000th point of his NHL career with a goal in an 8-3 Boston win over the Detroit Red Wings. Busick would retire with 1,339 points in his Bruins career, which at the time was the first all-time. He is now second all-time on that list behind Ray Bourque. Third period about to get underway. Bruins and the Ottawa Senators are tied at 2. John Norris with his 5th goal of the year on the power play at 19:52 of the first period from Brady Tkachuk and Drake Batherson put Ottawa up 1-0. The Bruins would strike twice in 15 seconds. Pavel Zacha's 3rd of the year from David Pastrnak and Nikita Zadorov at 4:51 of the second period, and then at 5:06. Brad Marchand with his 5th of the season from Justin Brazeau and Hampus Lindholm put the Bruins up 2-1, but at 17:16 of the second, Michael Amadio scoring his 1st of the year from Noah Gregor and Thomas Chabot evens things up as we go to the third. Shots on goal in the first 2 periods, 20-15 in favor of Ottawa, 10-7 Senators in the first, 10-8 in the second. They are 1 out of 3 on the power play, are the Senators so far tonight. The Bruins have 15 seconds left on their second opportunity this evening to start this third period. And the Bruins will play next in St. Louis on Tuesday night. We'll have that one for you across the network. Our pregame coverage gets underway at 7:30 Eastern Time. Face-off at 8 o'clock. So as they open the period on the power play for the first 15 seconds, the Bruins will have a unit consisting of Zacha, Pastrnak, and Frederick, with McAvoy and Hampus Lindholm rounding out that 5-man unit. Boston will go from left to right on offense here in the third period. Zacha against Giroux on the face-off. Bruins will control it first. McAvoy in his own zone. Starts up ice, fires a pass ahead for Frederick, who redirects it from the attacking blue line all the way out of play.
It's a set play, right? You win the face-off, you get control, and I'm sure they drew it up obviously ahead of time. And you spread them out by flying the wings. You plant Frederick at the far blue line and you just hammer that puck down to him right in the middle of the ice at the far blue line, he can redirect it into any corner he wants depending on who's flying, who's got the speed the most, whether it's Pasternak or whether it's Zacha. We'll just direct it into that corner, but the puck just exploded off of his stick.
As the Senators win the face-off here and dump it down into Swayman's trapezoid. Power play is over. Bruins now 0 for 2 on the man advantage, 2 for their last 29. Near side of the Bruins zone, Hampus Lindholm chasing a puck back just ahead of Ridley Gregg. Johnson sends one out into neutral ice, picked up by Zacha on the run. Zacha gains the attack zone and then lost it. Tyler Johnson taps it up off the near glass to keep alive. Sweeps it in deep. Jensen able to seal Zacha off of it. Zadorov far side to keep it in and sends it back in behind the Ottawa net, but Jensen right there. Brought through neutral zone by Gregg. Played it off the far boards, and then he's driven to the wall by Zadorov. Beecher behind the Bruins net, left it for Carlo. Zadorov will send one up the left side, tapped into the Ottawa zone by Kastelik. Frederick in after it, puck behind the net. Beecher trying to poke it back out in front. Senators instead will come away with it in a cross-ice pass. Giving chase and getting to it is Stützle. Knocked down by Carlo as he went behind the net. Stützle back onto his feet as the puck came his way, and he lifted it back toward the blue line, but past Zub and all the way down ice. 18:25 to go here in the third period. Back comes Noah Gregor. Little give and go. Gregor had to chase it behind the net. Takes it toward the far corner. Deals it back off the boards and swept back in deep, and around it comes to the near side circle. Audio trying to dig it free. Wrapped back around to the far side. Hamonic shot it wide of the net. Came back around for Gregor near side, and he works his way back out toward the blue line. Send it back in behind the Bruins net. Witherspoon is there, knocked down Amadio. Shabbat, right point, kept in. Shot towards Swayman, tipped off a body in front, went straight up into the air and bounced down behind the net. Witherspoon carry it out toward the blue line. Gets to the red line and backhands it ahead. The team's getting some changes on the other side of the ice. Dump back in, Swayman. They'll steer it around the far boards. Forced away from Patra. Now at the top of the face-off circle, he gets a stick on it, but it's grabbed by Gaudette in the right wing corner. The back of the net for Cousins.
Witherspoon needs to change.
Coyle pushed it up the boards, not out. Koepke got a piece of it. That loosens it up for Patra. He'll skate it into the neutral ice, sends it softly into the Ottawa zone, and Witherspoon will get to the bench. Bruins keep the puck away from their blue line. Now Shabbat will send one around behind Swayman. Lorai reverses it from the far corner to the near side. Coyle gets it from Carlo. Lifted into neutral ice. Gloved down by Tkachuk. He's got it back in on the attack. Moving to the slot. Tkachuk with a shot. Swayman tips that wide. Tkachuk's got it back on his stick near side. Back up to the center of the blue line and right back to Tkachuk. Coyle blocked the centering feed. From the behind the net, Gregg sent it around the far boards. Tkachuk, center of the blue line with a shot off of Swayman's blocker. Backhanded near side by Norris. To Sanderson to the point. Over to Zub. His shot with traffic in front. Came in on Swayman, who kicked it away.
That's it. That got tipped right in front of him. Made a right pad save.
Lorai dealt it up the right side for Coyle, who pushes it into the Ottawa zone and heads off as part of a change. Ticking down toward 4 minutes gone in this third period in a tie game. Zadorov behind the Boston net. Came bouncing out in front. McAvoy picks it up there. Pasternak will steer it up into the Ottawa zone. Johnson's shot was blocked. And shaken up on the play is Hamonic. As the Ottawa defender heads right to the bench.
Puck rode up the stick and caught him in the hand. Ottawa finally got possession. Not finally. They got possession and they blew it dead. Hamonic right down the hallway towards the locker room.
Threw off his
rode
glove
up.
as he did.
I thought it was his face, but he threw down the right glove. Oh, he grabbed his face. That is it. It was his face. Sorry. So yeah, rode up the shaft of the stick on the block, off the blade, up shaft, and caught him right in the face.
Hamonic to the locker room. 4:11 into this third period. Face off in the offensive zone for Pavel Zacha. And off the draw, puck will be pulled behind the net by Jensen here for the Senators. Off the far boards, Pasternak kept it in just inside the blue line. Sweeps it to Zacha in the left wing corner. Around the net it comes to Marchand. Reversed it back in behind the net. Norris is pinned in there. Moved it toward the far face-off circle. Unable to find the handle, Jensen, but it came free to Shabbat. We'll deal it toward Tkachuk, who stops just shy of a McAvoy check. But comes back into Boston territory. Zadorov circles back inside his own zone here for the Bruins. He goes all the way back in behind Swayman. Bruins getting some changes on as Zadorov angles a pass up the right side. Kastelik didn't know it was coming, and it is sent back into Boston territory by Gregor. McAvoy, Kastelik, both near corner here for the Bruins. McAvoy will send it around the boards to the far side for Zadorov. Shot up off the far glass and out. Senators looking to come right back. Amadio gets a pass at the Boston blue line. Works it down the left wing circle. Beecher won it back briefly. Now it's thrown back toward the net. Wotherspoon made sure it didn't come near the crease. Sanderson at the left point. On to Ostapchuk. Amadio kept it moving, but Wotherspoon right there. He'll send Frederick up and out of the zone. Frederick moving up the far left wing side. Dumps it around behind Olmark. Into the near corner. Checked by Frederick. Helps to loosen that puck up. Lorai's got it now right wing side. Lorai takes a shot wide of Olmark up off the glass in the corner. Carlo kept it in at the far point. Send it back in behind the Senators' net, but Ottawa will come away with the puck and out to neutral ice where McEwen is battling with Lorai. Lorai gets it from Carlo back behind his own net. Deflected pass got away from Tyler Johnson. Elias Lindholm keeps it moving forward. Here's Brazo stepping to the left circle and a backhander through the slot, looking for Johnson coming down the right side. Johnson pulls it back in behind the net, jumping away from Brazo. Lifted out by McEwen, and that will go into the Ottawa bench, it looked like, with 13:29 to go in this third period. We are tied at 2 here at TD Garden on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Shopify doesn't just meet you where you are. We meet you where you're going. Shopify is the only commerce platform relentlessly focused on one thing and one thing only: commerce. We challenge the status quo so that your business can do bigger, better, and focus on building what's next so that you're always moving further, faster. For enterprise brands that believe there's a better way, there's Shopify. Learn more at shopify.com/enterprise.
Shop early, save big, all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Right now, get select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at just $59.98. Don't wait to save. Shop these deals today, in-store or online, because Lowe's knows deals. Discount taken at time of purchase while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Periods. No one really loves talking about that time of the month. But at Knix, KNIX, well, it's always that time of the month. Because as the #1 leak-proof brand in America, managing your period in comfort and style is all we do. We've created an amazing line of super comfy, super leak-proof period undies you need to see and feel to believe. These underwear look, feel, and machine wash just like regular underwear, but feature hidden protection technology that can absorb from 1 to 14 regular tampons worth of liquid. So you feel dry, comfy, and free all day long. Millions have already made the switch to Knix, and now you can too. Just go to Knix.com and get 15% off with promo code GET15. That's KNIX.com, promo code GET15 for 15% off life-changing period underwear. Again, that's KNIX.com, promo code GET15.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
And the Bruins will be back here on Causeway for a matinee matchup next Saturday as they face off against the St. Louis Blues at 1 o'clock. Select tickets are still available. Visit bostonbruins.com/tickets to lock in your seat for all the hard-hitting action. 13:29 left.
Great
Tied at
opportunity
2.
for Brady Tkachuk again. Nice move, little fake shot coming from the right side, cut to the middle, and try to go blocker side. He's had some good opportunities here today. He's created a few as well, and had the assist in the first period.
Senators control it off the face-off.
He usually does. He's all over the game.
There's Marchand getting it from Pasternak on the right wing circle. Marchand tried to get it back to McAvoy, deflected, but McAvoy keeps it in, sends it around the board.
Marchand, Pasternak, and Zaka here the last couple shifts together.
It comes deep into Boston territory. Swayman, the backhand one along for McAvoy. Now out to the blue line. Zaka keeps it moving forward, lifts it into the Ottawa zone. He'll go in on the forecheck as the puck brought behind the net by Clevin. Deflected off of Pasternak, jumped up into the air, stayed in play. Now Pasternak a takeaway near circle. Couldn't quite find the handle, though.
It's happened a couple times today.
Dumped in by Batherson as he gets knocked down at center ice by McAvoy. Hampus Lindholm with it just in front of Jeremy Swayman. Pass up the middle here for Brandon Carlo. Dumped in from the red line. Ullmark comes out of the net, sticks it back around the near side. Frederick will push it back deep. On to Koepke in the left wing corner. Koepke gets wiped out in there as he went to play the puck. Jensen hit him hard, and Koepke's slow to get up. And now the play will be whistled dead. And
yeah, Frederick's trying to get at Jensen, but you know what? In all honesty, Koepke turned on him.
Zadorov's got a hold of Jensen, and Brady Tkachuk's trying to get over to them, and Charlie Coyle's got him.
It's one where this happened the other day. Koepke's going up the boards with it. Jensen's chasing him. He wants to make that hit, and Koepke turns to. He's not doing anything wrong, but he turns to try to get back down the boards against him, and have Jensen overskate. And Jensen, he finished the hit. It was similar to. Who did it the other day? Was it Tanev in Toronto?
The hit on Pasternak you're talking about, right?
Yeah. It's. I don't know if it was Tanev or not. It might have been.
I think you're right. Yeah.
It's not a dirty hit. I mean, the referees, I think the other day the referees talked it over, watched it, gave them a major, and then changed their mind on it. This one's a little more egregious, but not a lot. Koepke sees him coming, he tries to turn back. And I hope he's okay. I do. There's not much there from Jensen.
Koepke just now getting up onto his skates.
Yeah, and the referees aren't even going to. They're not going to call anything. So they had a good look at it.
Koepke making his way back toward the bench.
Yeah, under his own power, which is good. Look, I know the optics of it. Like for someone who just sees, well, that's a hit from behind, but it's not when a guy turns at the last second. And Jensen, who's going to make the hit, is already committed to it. Marchand complaining and arguing his point, but I don't think they're going to win that.
The referees tonight, Garrett Rank, Dan O'Rourke.
Not getting much of a complaint from the Bruins bench. Koepke is going to go down to the locker room, though, to get checked out.
The faceoff will come just outside the Ottawa zone here with 12:13 to go in a tie game. Senators with the puck. Sanderson's pass up the middle, trying to spring Stützle, and denied at the Boston blue line. Patra under pressure from Batherson, lost it. Puck carried in down the left wing circle by Gregor. Oof is right.
Well, he tried to slide that puck in front, or try to slide it short side that time from even behind the goal line, bank it off of Swayman.
Puck into the Boston attack zone now. Kastelik trying to dig it free off the far boards, and does. Beecher tapped it toward the net, but Patra couldn't catch up to it. And bounding out to neutral ice. Hampus Lindholm over to Carlo. Carlo will spin it in behind Linus Ullmark. 11:28 to go in regulation. Tie game. Puck batted through neutral ice by Amadio. Lohrei will turn up ice with it here for Boston. They move from left to right here in the third period. Lohrai's pass too far for Tyler Johnson. Jensen pivots away from the forecheck of Elias Lindholm. Grabbed along the far boards by Gregg. He'll float one up the right side. Tkachuk shouldered hard by Wotherspoon, but Tkachuk able to hold his ground.
Pretty strong.
Played the puck in behind the net. Now he spins it back around the far side, and Jensen there at the right point. Jensen fires one through the slot. Near side, Chabot keeps it deep, but it'll be controlled here by Wotherspoon. Lorai with some space. Passes up the right side for Brazo. Redirected in around behind Olmark, who steered it along for Chabot. Chabot will have it come back his way. Near circle under pressure from Marchand. And he sends it out of the zone. Zadorov will get back ahead of Stützle. Off the far boards, it came free to Zub, and a one-time that loose puck in on goal, forcing Swayman to make the glove save.
Yeah, it's hockey season, the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Shots are now 5-0 in this third period in favor of Ottawa. 10:19 to go. Face off to the left of Swayman, who has made 23 saves on 25 shots tonight. Linus Ullmark, 13 out of 15. Off the face-off, puck comes to Carlo. He pivots in behind the net. Heels up right side for Kastelik. Frederick taps it forward. Coyle chasing into the right wing corner. Kastelik comes in there as well and gets it onto his stick. Wraps it around the boards for Hampus Lindholm far side, and his shot off the far wall swings wide of Ullmark. Carlo pushed it back in behind the net, but Sanderson right there to the blue line, but not out. Hampus Lindholm throws one back toward Ullmark, and he just taps it up out of play off the blocker. 9:51 to go here in regulation. This game is tied at 2 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Build up to Black Friday with savings all month long at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances, plus take an additional 10% off when you buy select major appliances. And don't wait to pick up holiday inflatables under $20. Don't wait to save, in-store or online now, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/6 through 12/4. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details and qualifying items while supplies last.
Introducing Instagram teen accounts, a new way to keep your teen safer as they grow, like making sure they always have their seatbelt on.
All right, buckle up. Good job.
New Instagram teen accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
9:51 to go here in regulation. Bruins 2, Ottawa Senators 2. Each team has had a one-goal lead in this game. Face off in the offensive zone for Pavel Zacha coming up here. Down to our right, the far circle. He matches up against Claude Giroux. Zacha, Pasternak, and Marchand up front. Zacha wins it back to Zadorov at the point. Now McAvoy. He sends one across ice looking for Pasternak. Instead, it'll kick on to Marchand. Now behind the net, Giroux gets a stick on it. McAvoy pinching it along the near boards against Tkachuk. Zacha helps him out to keep it in as well, and Pasternak will sweep it in wide of Ullmark. Out of the far corner, Zacha gets over there to make a play on it. Now taps it loose, and it comes behind the net, but right to Chabot. He'll lift it out over everyone's head and back into Boston territory, and it won't make it quite far enough for icing. Zadorov forced to play the puck. McAvoy sends one ahead for Brazo, just a little bit out of his reach into the attack zone. Comes back toward McAvoy in the Boston end. Elias Lindholm taps a pass forward, but right onto the stick of Clevin. Around the near boards and out of the zone. Amadio will play it into the middle. Elias Lindholm right there, drops it back into the Boston end. Brazo gets a Wotherspoon pass deep into Senators territory. Clevin chased behind the net. Will lob one out to neutral ice. Amadio gloves it down and sticks it around Wotherspoon. Ostapchuk giving chase in there deep at the Boston end, but Lori will bring it free. Right up the middle for Elias Lindholm. Carrying to the Senators line, try to shoot, and that was blocked by Sanderson. Ostapchuk will steer one ahead for McEwen. McEwen dumps it down the right wing boards. Hampus Lindholm and McEwen shoulder to shoulder after that puck. Came back to Zub at the blue line. He'll play it back in deep. Hampus got it along for Kastelik. Outlet pass to Coyle. Coyle stepping down the right wing circle. Got knocked down by Sanderson.
Zub
Went
got
hard to
taken out
board.
in front of the net. Or Zub took out Kastelik in front of the net.
Here comes Sanderson back for Ottawa. Right side for Giroux. The return pass couldn't connect. On the near side circle. It's Carlo to get it out of the zone. Sent right back in by Gaudette. Carlo's got it and gives over to Hampus Lindholm. 7:38 to go here in regulation. Tie game. Hampus Lindholm's pass bounced off the heel of Pasternak's stick. Atherson trying to come back here for the Senators. Give Hampus Lindholm a little cross check as they tangle just outside the blue line. Here's Pasternak getting it to Marchand ahead, but Jensen angled him off of it. Marchand moving a little slowly as the puck comes down toward the Boston zone, and Bruins captain headed back to the bench. Puck coming in his direction. He'll get it at the red line and dump it in, and then very cautiously goes into the door of the bench. 6:55 to go.
Kepke's back out there for the Bruins, by the way.
Here's a giveaway inside the Boston line. Tkachuk tried to throw one at the net, cut off by McAvoy, who clears. Dump in by Zub. Around behind Swayman it comes. McAvoy chopped it through Norris. At the blue line, Sanderson fanned on it. Bruins get it out. Kepke's pass. Evaded Tyler Johnson. Dumped in by Patra. And that one's going to go up into the seats. Now Johnson in a little joust here with Josh Norris. Six and a half minutes to go in a tie game. Replay to see what happened with Marchand there. He was challenged going for that puck and almost looked like his skate might have hit a rut in the ice. A grimace on his face. He is now still on the Bruins bench. We're going to face off just outside the Ottawa blue line. Carlo near the red line, send it over to the far side. Puck will be lifted into the attack zone by Hampus Lindholm. Comes back his direction. He gloves it onto his stick. Trying to play it around Batherson. Got forced out of the zone. Carlo to Hampus Lindholm. Rink-wide pass. Too far for Pasternak. Batherson back near the Boston blue line. Settle a bouncing puck and does, but Beecher takes away. He'll deal it backward here for Lindholm. Hampus, that is. 5:55 to go. Carlo from the red line. A dump into the Ottawa zone. Around Olmark. Jensen reversed it back to the near side. Ostapchuk will play it into the neutral zone, but knocked back into the attack zone by Brazo, who gets knocked down. Elias Lindholm into the forecheck. Here's Frederick reversing it back around behind the net. Gregor right there, and he'll lift it up and out of the zone and out of play. In and out of the Ottawa bench with 5:32 to go. Tied at 2. Bruins and Senators down the stretch of regulation here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Shop early, save big all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Right now, get select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at just $59.98. Don't wait to save. Shop these deals today, in-store or online, because Lowe's knows deals. Discount taken at time of purchase while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Coming up short? We've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's overdraft privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
5:32 to go here in regulation. Bruins and Senators are tied at 2. With just about 14 and a half minutes gone in this third period, Boston is yet to get a shot on goal here in the third. Ottawa's got 6 in the period, 26 total for the Senators to 15 for the Bruins. Face off in the offensive zone here for Pavel Zacha. Elias Lindholm, David Pastrnak out there with him. Senators will control the puck. Zub played it off the far boards and out past Hampus Lindholm, who's on his horse back to get it into the Boston zone. Coming behind the net, under pressure. Played it toward the near boards. Bruins can't get it out. Giroux has lost his stick, looking around for a call. Instead, the Bruins will move the puck out with Zacha coming through neutral ice. Sends it toward the left wing boards. He and Pastrnak couldn't catch up with it. And now Batherson will come forward for the Senators. Stutzlo played it down into the right wing corner. Zacha will come back and get it this time for the Bruins. Under 5 minutes to go in regulation. Back out of the zone and right back in. Here's Tkachuk moving in left circle. Drags it onto his forehand. Took the shot. Saved by Swayman. Tkachuk angled it off the far boards. Back to Jensen. On to Shabbat. His shot toward the net. Forced wide by Carlo. Norris centering pass, and Tkachuk got one in on Swayman. Lifted up off the boards and on to Brazo. Brazo coming up to the red line. Gets spun off of it. Dumped back in towards Swayman. Bruins have to hustle back here as Greg fired one over to the far side. Stepping into a shot was Gregor. That's blocked, and Carlo will take the puck and move it up ice. Marchand back out there. He'll play it in deep to the Ottawa zone. Puck reversed around past him, and Amadio will move it up into neutral zone. Zadorov gets a check near the Boston line to help free up that puck. Here's Koepke now getting it from Zadorov. Pass on to Coyle. Comes in across the Ottawa line. Coyle spins it in behind the net. 3:50 to go here in regulation. Collision along the far boards as Zadorov pinched in. McAvoy from the red line will have to dump it back in, and Amadio goes back into the far corner to get it. Around the far boards, and Wotherspoon hustling over to keep in. Kastelik redirects a pass toward Olmark. Now Koepke throws one in front. That's kicked out. And it'll be played out to the blue line, but not out. Kastelik's got it along the left circle, trying to get it to Koepke. It bounces off the skate of Amadio.
That was a good look from Wotherspoon that time. High tip from Kastelik.
And the Bruins are going to be whistled offside as they bring it back into the zone.
Yeah, Wotherspoon at the left point. He's looking into the high slot. And when I say high slot, between the hash marks there for Kastelik. And he finds that stick, a couple bodies in front. So right now they say that there was no shot on goal, so the Bruins still remain without one here in this period.
3:17 to go in a tie game. Elias Lindholm against Norris on the face-off. Senators control it. Greg will tap it into the Boston zone. McAvoy under pressure, sends it around the far side. Zacha played it back through the middle and turned over. Here's Tkachuk throwing one toward the net. Knocked out of there by Elias Lindholm. Now Tkachuk with a shot from a wide angle. Swayman made sure it went wide. Tkachuk takes another one from the left circle, and Looks like he's complaining he might have gotten a high stick as he heads back to the bench holding his ear. Pasternak sends it over for Zacha, coming forward to Pasternak. Puck bouncing on him. Settles it down to the right wing corner. Sweeps it behind the net, but Zub right there for the Senators. Just about 2.5 minutes to go in regulation. Hampus Lindholm a takeaway at the Boston blue line. Under pressure from Batherson. He spun it in behind Swayman's net. Carlo played it off the far boards, but not out. Giroux gets it back deep. Hampus Lindholm in the near corner again. Batherson takes it away from him. Got it back to Shabbat for the one-timer. Kicked away by Swayman. Here's Shabbat loading up again. That one goes wide. Jensen gets to a free puck along the far circle. 2:03 to go. Cross-ice pass finds Shabbat. He gets it off for the one-timer by Gregor. But that's gloved by Swayman for the whistle with 1:58 to go.
He's been the only goaltender busy this period. I mean, there were a couple pucks directed down by Allmark, but most of the play has been down to our left here in the Bruins zone. Senators have been pushing. I don't know if there's been any spectacular saves. Like, that's a good one, but it's for him with a good look at it. Just a good save. I thought he had to make one on Tkachuk earlier this period when Tkachuk cut from right to left, and on the forehand got it away off the blocker side.
Shots in the third period right now are 12-0 Senators. Coyle kicks it ahead to Marchand. Marchand from just inside the red line dumps it into the right wing corner. Coyle will sweep it around behind the net. Brazo trying to backhand one toward Marchand. Knocked away by Shabbat. Poked out of the zone by Gregg, and that one will not make it far enough for an icing as McAvoy skates back to get it. 90 seconds to go in regulation in a tie game. McAvoy through neutral ice. Pass right side for Zacha. Stepping toward the right circle. Try to shoot. Had it knocked off his stick at the last moment. McAvoy back in the neutral ice. Hacks at it. Senators will control. Pass intended for Amadio doesn't find him. Instead, Wotherspoon back into the near corner. Takes a hit to move the puck. Frederick kept it moving around to the far side. It'll come back behind the net. Wotherspoon again. Up off the far boards and out. Zub has it with a minute to go in regulation. Giroux backing it up to Zub. Sanderson taking his time in his own zone. Zub's pass up the right side. Patterson directs it in behind Swayman. Wotherspoon moves it around the near boards. Kastelik giving chase, but beaten to it by Norris. Elias Lindholm will get the clear, and that's going to go for an icing, however, with 33.6 to go in regulation.
Yeah, Lindholm, at least he's been on the good side, at least through the first couple periods on the face-off, so he's going to, him or Kastelik's going to take this one. It's not going to be Lindholm. They're both righties.
Those two a combined 10 out of 16 on the face-offs tonight. Most of those with Elias. There's one close to 62% of his draws. Matches up here against Brady Tkachuk. And wins the face-off. It'll be lifted up off the glass and out through neutral ice by Wotherspoon. Beecher trying to get around Shabbat. Jensen sent it hard around the far boards and out of the zone. Senators have it with Jensen dropping one back into his own zone. 16 seconds to go here in the third period. Shabbat will retreat behind his net. Bruins crowd not happy as the Senators will let the clock run down and send this one to overtime. Shabbat burns off about the last 15 or 16 seconds just standing behind Linus Ullmark, who did not face a shot on goal for the entirety of the third period. 2-2 our score. 3-on-3 overtime coming up when we return on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie. When you use Angie for your home projects, you know all your jobs will be done well. Roof repair? Done well. Kitchen sink install? Done well. Deck upgrades? Done well. Electrical upgrade? Done well. Angie's been connecting homeowners with skilled pros for nearly 30 years, so we know the difference between done and done well. Hire high-quality, certified pros at Angie.com.
Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts, a new way to keep your teen safer as they grow, like making sure they always have their seatbelt on.
All right, buckle up. Good job.
New Instagram Teen Accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
Hey, just the socks. Thanks.
Great. Name, birthday, email address, shipping address, billing address. How many fire hydrants do you see? How'd you hear about us? Can we text you?
Forget it.
If your online store doesn't use Shopify for checkout, your customers will just, well, check out. Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other leading e-commerce platforms. That means fewer abandoned carts and more for your business. So switch to Shopify at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
For the second straight game, Bruins are going to overtime. This will be their fifth foray into the 3-on-3 this year. They have 3 wins and 1 defeat. Brad Marchand has scored 2 of those overtime game winners. David Pastrnak the other. This is Ottawa's second overtime game this season. They are 1-0 so far. No scoring in the third period. Ottawa, Josh Norris in the first period on a power play goal with 8 seconds to go. Gave them the lead. Pavel Zacha, Brad Marchand scoring goals 15 seconds apart. About 5 minutes into the second period to give the Bruins a 2-1 lead. But then Michael Amadio's goal at 17-16 of the second tied the game at 2, and we've been tied ever since. Shots in the third period, 12-0 in favor of Ottawa. 32-15, they lead for the game. 3-on-3 overtime. Elias Lindholm, Brad Marchand, Hampus Lindholm, the 3-man unit. Senators come away with a puck. Norris floats one for Tkachuk, came back to Norris, and he one-timed it off of Swayman's blocker.
He went forward off of that face-off.
Here's Marchand to Elias Lindholm. One-timer and a kick save, and a really good one by Linus Ullmark. And back come the Senators with Tkachuk coming up the right wing side to the right circle, shoots and scores. Just 21 seconds into overtime, Brady Tkachuk gives the Senators the victory, 3-2, with his second point of the night. And the Senators mob him at center ice. So Ottawa able to deny, thanks to Linus Ullmark, a great opportunity from the Bruins, and goes right down the other end and scores. And they win it 3-2 the final. Back with a recap next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for University Housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Shopify helps you sell at every stage of your business. Like that, let's put it online and see what happens stage.
And the site is live.
That we opened a store and need a fast checkout stage.
Thanks. You're all set.
That count it up and ship it around the globe stage.
This one's going to Thailand.
And that, wait, did we just hit 1 million orders stage? Whatever your stage, businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/listen.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a MyLowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at Lowe's.com/MyLowe'sRewards. Because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
We all know just because gifts for loved ones can look like flowers, a spa day, or maybe even planning date night. But what about something that will truly last and protect your loved ones along the way? I'm talking about life insurance. I called SelectQuote to secure our coverage and couldn't believe how easy and affordable it was. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. With monthly payments less than the cost of a bouquet of flowers, this is the perfect time to make sure your family is protected.
For your free quote, go to SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. That's SelectQuote.com.
It's never too late to secure affordable coverage through SelectQuote. Show your loved ones they're your top priority by protecting their future.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Coming up short? We've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's Overdraft Privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
And back come the Senators with Tkachuk coming up the right wing side to the right circle, shoots and scores. Just 21 seconds into overtime, Brady Tkachuk gives the Senators the victory, 3-2. Eighth of the year for Brady Tkachuk, wins it for Ottawa 3-2 tonight as the Bruins had a lead late into the second period. It ends up 2-2. They go to the third, and Ottawa, keeping the Bruins from even getting a shot on goal in that third period, and then ends up winning in an OT.
A couple attempts. Great save by Ullmark, too, in overtime, right? That was on Elias Lindholm. That was the 2-on-1 that the Bruins had, and that was a really good chance. And, when that one is stopped and all Ottawa's got to do is clear that puck, you've already committed two guys up the ice. Now you're not going to be able to rotate back, and it's a 2-on-1 going back the other way. And Tkachuk shot from the right wing side. He was all over the map here tonight and all over the game. His fingerprints were all over the game. Probably had a game high, 7 shots if I had to guess. If they gave him credit for all of them, he threw a lot towards the net. Had a breakaway, had a chance in the third period, cutting to the middle. Ottawa deserved to win this game. They don't allow a shot in the third period. The Bruins, I think, fortunate to get a point based on that. That alone, 12-0, you're outshot in the third.
You underestimated 12 shots for Brady Tkachuk. Here's Jim Montgomery downstairs.
I don't know if that fed into the third period and our kind of lack of, for better choice of words, intensity.
Why do you think third period's been an issue?
I don't have an answer.
What do you do to address it?
Talk about it, figure out why. We look at it. What we're doing sports science-wise, we'll come up with answers, But right now, I don't have an answer for you.
Do you think conditioning or endurance or anything like that has been an issue?
We thought so during camp, but we don't think so anymore.
Jim, do you question whether they're listening?
No, I don't question that.
So what's preventing it from the message getting through?
It's up for you guys to figure that out and come up with a reason. We just weren't good enough. You guys can write what you guys think is the malaise on the team and what's going wrong. We're just not playing good enough. Thanks.
All right, Jim Montgomery, not a whole lot to say after this one. It's the Ottawa Senators win it by the score of 3-2 in overtime, and the game winner by Brady Tkachuk. Just plain not good enough, says Jim Montgomery. We'll be back with more from TD Garden. Fans, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation's Nourishing Neighbors initiative is sponsoring our Feeding the Puck for Families campaign. For every helper on a Bruins goal, they'll donate another $100 to fight food insecurity with 4 feeds tonight. That's another $400 for the Greater Boston Food Bank. Follow along at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. Back with more, including a check of the out-of-town scores and our 3 stars on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Shop early, save big, all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Right now, get select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at just $59.98. Don't wait to save. Shop these deals today, in-store or online, because Lowe's knows deals. Discount taken at time of purchase while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
At the UPS Store,
We know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
Introducing Instagram teen accounts, a new way to keep your teen safer as they grow, like making sure they always have their seatbelt on.
All right, buckle up. Good job.
New Instagram teen accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
Coming up short? We've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's Overdraft Privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today, federally insured by NCUA.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937. And today, we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million doctors and benefits like dental and vision coverage. That's why we're the #1 consumer-driven health plan for federal employees. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
You haven't heard about the McCrispy yet? Well, then, you probably haven't heard the sweet silence after the first crispy bite either. Go try it for yourself to hear the best nut sound you've ever heard.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Yeah, good to see John Ludwig back in. Just played one of the last 8 games. A big physical Adam Foot-style defense from number 3. Right in front of you. When that battle shot, score.
That's Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Colorado Avalanche. Carolina leading that one by the score of 1-0 at the end of one period. Other games in progress. Late third period, Islanders with a 3-2 lead over the Devils. At the end of 2, it's Nashville 3 and Utah 0. And also at the end of one period, Columbus with a 1-0 lead over the LA Kings. Finals from around the NHL earlier today. Jets over the Stars 4-1. It was the Rangers to beat the Red Wings 4-0. Buffalo gets a shootout win against the Calgary Flames, 3-2 the final there. Also in a shootout, Florida 4-3 winners over the Philadelphia Flyers. Toronto makes it 3 in a row, 4-1 win over the Montreal Canadiens, and Washington all over the St. Louis Blues, 8-1 the final there.
And here tonight at TD Garden, it's a 3-2 win for the Ottawa Senators over the Bruins in overtime. Our 3 stars are presented by Nissan. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full lineup that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For the number 3 star of the night, we went with defenseman Jake Sanderson of the Senators. Did not have any points tonight, but was very active in this game at both ends of the ice. Number 2 star goes to the Bruins goaltender Jeremy Swayman. As they get set up here, the left circle, a chance in front for Tkachuk off a feed from Batherson. And Swayman makes a nice stop, lifting one into neutral ice. Johnson trying to find it near the Ottawa blue line. Instead, here comes Tkachuk back the other way. Behind the defense, goes to the backhand. Swayman makes the save. Cross-ice pass finds Shabbat. He gets it off for the one-timer by Gregor. But that's gloved by Swayman for the whistle with 1:58 to go. And the number 1 star of the night with the game-winning goal and an assist, Brady Tkachuk. And back come the Senators with Tkachuk coming up the right wing side to the right circle, shoots and scores. Just 21 seconds into overtime, Brady Tkachuk gives the Senators the victory, 3-2. So Tkachuk with his 8th goal of the season coming at 21 seconds of the overtime. It is officially credited as an unassisted goal. And that gives the Ottawa Senators the 3-2 victory on the night. The shots on goal totals for the game, 34-16 in favor of Ottawa. They outshot the Bruins 2-1 in overtime as the teams went end-to-end a couple of times before Tkachuk's game winner. Ottawa with a 10-7 shots advantage in the first period, a 10-8 shots advantage in the second period, and then 12-0 in the third period. The Bruins finished the night with 16 shots on Linus Ullmark, who made 14 saves to pick up the victory, improves his record on the year to 3-4. Jeremy Swayman will take the overtime loss tonight. His record now stands at 4-5-2. after he stopped 31 out of the 34 shots on goal. Bruins go 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Ottawa, with a first period power play goal, their only tally on 3 opportunities this evening. The loss drops the Bruins record to 7-7-2. Technically, they don't drop anywhere. 16 points in 16 games. They are still at the 500 mark. The Ottawa Senators' victory gives them a 7-7-0 record. They are back to the 500 mark with 14 points in 14 games so far this season. So next up for the Bruins is a 2-game road trip. They will next take the ice on Tuesday night against the St. Louis Blues. Our pregame coverage will begin at 7:30 Eastern Time with a face-off at 8 o'clock across our Bruins radio network. And we'll see if the Bees can get back on the winning side of things after a 3-2 overtime loss here tonight on home ice. For our executive producer, Jeremy Conley, our studio engineer tonight, Jeff Williams, and for Bob Beers, I'm Ryan Johnston. Thanks for being with us, and good night from TD Garden.
Boston Bruins hockey is driven by the stylish Honda Accord, available at your local New England Honda dealers. The Bruins are brought to you by VA New England, Granite City Electric GCE Night Train, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Coors Banquet, your New England Ford dealers, Live Nation, Peerless Boilers, Safety Insurance, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
2 seconds, 1 second, it's over. The Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
And by Town Fair Tire, TD Bank, Ticketmaster, Charles D. Sheehy, your Boston area Nissan dealers, Dairy Queen, Bosch Tools, Hub International New England, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
After 39 long years, the Cup is back home. The Bruins are 2011 Stanley Cup champions.
Bruins hockey is a presentation of the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network. WBC-FM 91 from the Town Fair Tire Studios, the home of the Patriots, the Celts, the Revs, and the Bruins. Boston's home for sports is 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Away, I felt like the biggest idiot on the planet when every response was like, well, you know, TireRack.com is a great place for TireRack.com. Well, I got my tires from TireRack.com. And I just felt like such a-hole for not just immediately going, oh, I'll just go to TireRack.com to go get my new tires.
I brag all the time about when I got my tires put on the big vanilla Batmobile, where like TireRack.com.
Not even kidding. As I was reading those threads, those I think it was Thursday, I heard you in the back of my head say, I drove faster today because I got new tires.
That's right, man. I feel like I got Wolverine claws on my car when I got my tires from TireRack.com. Shameless sponsor.
Right, well, you know, every week at 10 o'clock
hey, they follow
Saturday
me on Twitter.
night,
they mess with me.
We do this, and you know we do it. And honestly, you know, if I'm delaying it, it's because it was probably kind of ugly last week. But let's go ahead and get it started. It's time for the Atomic Dogs.
They may be mean. They may be ugly. But it's time to open the cage. Because these dogs are gonna keep barking if they don't get fed. And they're hungry.
All right, let's update the scores from last week, Atomic Dogs. I was not here, but Patrick, who filled in, sent me the scores. You both went 1-2. But what makes that actually pretty impressive is the fact that favorites last week went 13-1. So there was only one underdog entire week of matchups who won their matchup.
That's right.
And you guys picked it. It was the Carolina Panthers.
And I want to say, not only was it one team to win that we both spotted, it was the freaking Carolina Panthers. They've won 3 games in the last 2 years.
Ian, remember last week I joked, though, this is going to be a barn burner. Tune into this game tomorrow, guys. This is going to be a barn burner.
And you said that, and the best game last week was Patriots-Titans.
Yes.
And the second best was Cardinal. Carolina Panthers and the Saints.
That the bad teams are going to have the best games last week, and look what happened.
But now overall, VJ 10, Martin 9. So
all right,
anyone's
10
game.
underdogs. Let's go.
All right, VJ, go ahead with your first Atomic Dog.
All right, man. So my first Atomic Dog, man, is I'm going to reach out to a team we were just talking about, and that is the Commanders. They're at home. They are 3-point favorites I know I've banged on Russell Wilson, but if you're going to play defense like the Steelers have been playing defense, and just like I said about the Chiefs, where it's like I'm not going against them anymore until they prove me wrong, we keep waiting for the Steelers to fall apart year after year after year, and it doesn't happen. I think they go into Washington tomorrow and get a big time win to keep up with the Ravens in that AFC North. And it sets up Thursday night with the Commanders against the Eagles for sole place in first possession. Give me the Steelers and the defense and Russ not turning the ball over tomorrow, them running the football to go get a sneaky road win at the Commanders. Our first dog.
That was my second dog, but I'll go ahead and make it my third just to continuity's sake. Mike Tomlin as a short underdog. Are you kidding me? That's an investment strategy, all right? Look, I'm not an advisor, but that's an investment strategy. Plus, two, the Commanders sneakily have won games against pretty bad teams. Pittsburgh, not a great
Needed
team.
a Hail Mary to beat
Definitely
the Bears.
not a bad team. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. You're up next.
I'm up next. All right. Mark's not going to like this, but he might like it, by the way. I throw these numbers at y'all. Do you guys know what the long-term record is for interim head coach in his first game? Straight up is 18-12 since 2008. It's 17-13 against the spread. My man, Darren Rizzi, their interim head coach for the New Orleans Saints at home tomorrow. If you remember him from snorting cocaine fame, getting caught by a side chick when he was with the Dolphins as their special team coach, is the interim coach. I think a new voice helps them out. Martin doesn't like the Falcons, so I think he might agree with this. But I think tomorrow they go get a home win. They're only 3.5-point underdogs at home. Give me the Saints and their interim coach to keep that positive number flowing. Make it 18-13 straight up. As an interim head coach, give me the Saints tomorrow at home over the Falcons, 3.5-point underdogs as my second dog.
All right, I was about to say, I don't remember that happening to Darren Rizzi because it wasn't Darren Rizzi. Chris Forster's the guy you're looking for.
I'm sorry, you're right. Chris Forster, not Darren Rizzi.
So, like, defamation of character. Listening right now, like, no, it's not true. Like, defamation of character is so bad.
You know what? I'm sorry. He was the assistant Dolphins special teams coach when he was there.
Chris Forster.
Yeah, Forster. My bad. My bad. I got it mixed up. Yeah, I got it mixed up. I got it mixed up. America, that's VJ's fault. I got it mixed up, but you remember the guy I'm talking about, though. Anyway, go ahead.
All right, my second dog will be, I just can't quit this team right now. Give me the New England Patriots. Give me the New England Patriots again. They should have won last week, and I know that the offensive line, terrible. Chicago's defensive line, great. Here's the quiet part out loud that no one is saying about the Chicago Bears. They didn't want Caleb Williams to be their quarterback initially. They wanted Justin Fields. Yeah. The locker room was talking about it. DJ Moore was talking about it, and now DJ Moore is walking off of the field. Chicago, Matt Eberflus, it was nice knowing you. Thanks for the memories. You got less than 5 games left in your head coaching tenure for the Chicago Bears.
You giving that one to the Bears? Okay, wow.
I'm giving that one to the Patriots.
Oh, to the Patriots. Yeah, you got the Patriots. Oh, okay.
Eberflus is dead
at Soldier Field.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll see. I don't hate it, but I'm not sure I don't win without. My last one, this is an easy one for me. As I told you guys about 15 minutes ago, you think the sports guys are going to disappoint me? You think the football guys are going to disappoint VJ Vernon Husky, who prays and worships and tells everybody they need to pay more attention to the sports gods? Monday night, I will be at SoFi for the Dolphins, who my partner to the right thinks the year is over. Tua, my man, Uso has been back and been on fire. It ain't been his fault. He comes back. They're averaging almost 30 points. We lose some guys on defense, but we have some guys coming back. Tomorrow, Javon Hollins, unless it is questionable, he should strap up and play. Tyreek's going to be just fine. I understand the Rams have been playing great defense, but I think that offense, when Tua is there, is a different thing, and everybody knows it, and everybody that's a part of it and been a part of it keeps saying it, and I will witness the Miami Dolphins going into SoFi as a 1-point underdog. Vegas think this game is close, too. They're going to pull off the upset. They are 11-1 straight up against the Rams in the last 12, but they are 1-14 when they are underdog in the last 15, where the Rams are 10-1 as the faves in the last 11. Something's got to give, Martin. Something's got to give, baby. I'm going with the mighty Miami Dolphins, baby, with me in attendance to knock off the Rams, and that is going to be the #1 underdog, Atomic Dog, all weekend long. That's my final Atomic Dog.
This is going to be my hottest take of the week. I know it already. It might be it's November 9th. Might be my take it.
Go ahead. Go. Okay. Go with it.
The Kansas City Chiefs lose their first game Sunday, 4 o'clock Eastern, or 1 o'clock as the Denver Broncos walk into Arrowhead and beat them just like they beat them last year. 8.5-point underdogs is definitely something that covers. Yeah. Sean Payton is 58% against the spread on the road. He's 60% as an underdog. And one of my favorite adages in gambling, no team is ever as good as they were last week. No team is ever as bad as they were last week. It got off the rails a little bit for Denver last week in Baltimore, but before that, they were playing really good ball. This defense is the key here. I think the defense is able to hold Mahomes and the Kansas City offense down. D-Hop, Pat Surtain, welcome to Alcatraz, all right? That's the way I'm looking at this thing going, and nobody else in Kansas City's getting open.
Okay. Denver 1-16 in their last 17 against Kansas City.
And you know what? If they win this one, I think it'll be 2-1 in their last 3, so there you go.
Yeah.
Let's go to the picks.
Okay, moving into picks. Now we got to update the scores for picks. So in week 9, Martin, you went 2-3. And VJ, my man, you went 5-0 with your picks this week.
Yeah.
I think congratulations are in order on
Thank
that
you.
one.
Well, I'm 9-1 in the last 2 weeks. I went 4-1 last week.
Okay, so you have.
So I'm 9-1 in the last 2 weeks.
So if you're going to congratulate him, get it right. Is what he
Seized
said.
the lead. You have seized the lead. VJ 25-18 on the season.
Oh.
Martin 23-20. So still close.
Yeah.
Still close.
But big
But
swing.
VJ has come storming back. So let's get to the week 10 picks. First, we'll start with the 49ers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Niners are favored by 6.5 points. What do we think?
Man, Tampa Bay sporting the 30th ranked defense right now, but the 5th ranked offense, and San Francisco has top 5 offense also too. Their defense is just a little better, but the Bucs had that game. They had the Chiefs. This team is legit. That offense legit. Baker's legit. Their defense has to come around though. 30th in the league, and at this point in week 11, it's just not good enough. But they're at home. They're at home. Give me the Bucs definitely to cover this 6.5. I definitely like the Niners going in there and beating them by a touchdown or more. I'll take the Bucs to cover on this one easily.
I'm with him. I'm taking the Bucs too, and it's just partly. I think this is 7.5 because Christian McCaffrey's coming back. It's his first game back, and he hasn't played in 10 weeks. Maybe he looks fresh as hell, and I look like an idiot. I think he looks a little rusty.
All right, next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams headed in opposite directions in terms of the way they're trending, but the Eagles are favored by 7.5 points, more than a touchdown, plus an extra point. What do you guys think?
Man, the Dallas gets teams big leads, and then they come back on them. Teams have gone up on Dallas, and they come back. I don't think that happens tomorrow. What Saquon Barkley, first of all, needs his natural ass kick for jumping over somebody backwards and embarrassing him like that. And the whole
The man has a family.
Yeah, goodness gracious, he's got children, Saquon.
He's already got high school players trying to emulate it.
Dude, I saw dog. You talk about 2 off-season moves. Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley. I think they both worked out for those teams. I just think this is too much Eagles, too much Saquon. No Micah, no Dak. This season,
I think Micah's going to play.
Is Micah going to play? All right. Well, he'll be rested. He's been out. But Dallas season is done. I think the Eagles go in here and take control of this game and give me the cover. I think they go in there and they win at least by 10 points.
Yeah, I absolutely hate laying points over a field goal with Philadelphia, the team that has scored. Guess how many points in the first quarter? 7.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
last week, all year. But I don't love. But Dallas is done. If they had anything going on, they would have covered against Atlanta. Cooper Rush back there. This is a game that I can't, in good conscience, take the Cowboys plus 7.5. It feels like I should. And on Sunday, when I watch them backdoor cover, I'm going to be furious. But give me the Eagles at 7 as the favorite here.
All right, next up, my New York Jets are favored by 2 points over the Arizona Cardinals. Like last week with the Texans line, it's a little interesting, a little confusing line there, just in terms of how the Jets have looked, and the Cardinals are trending well, leading the division. But yeah, Jets -2. What do we think?
Nah, man, them bum-ass Jets ain't beating no damn. No, all right. So, no, Kyler looks good, man. Kyler looks like he's in mid-season form. And just honestly, when I look at the Jets, they're a roller coaster. They really are. They're up and down. They win games they probably shouldn't win. They probably should have beat Minnesota. I admit that Minnesota, but Aaron Rodgers throws the pick 6 to Van Ginkel. That's the difference in the game. I think something like that happens here. And then, as Martin likes to say, me, when that guy gets going, man, and when you need him to make a play, he just, that is brilliant. We need to find a drop for that. But when he gets going and he's just making plays, to me, he's right there with Lamar Jackson. He's just as dangerous as anybody else in the sport of football in the National Football League. Give me the Cardinals to get this dub and cover tomorrow.
VJ, you already know who I'm taking in this game. You already know.
All right, Mimi.
You already know.
When I said the Cardinals were going to win the West, make the playoffs, these were the games I expected them to win. Right here, they were a funny underdog against the Chargers. Remember what happened there? Zoom.
Yeah.
All right, funny underdog against the Jets. Zoom again. Give me Kyler Murray, Jonathan Gannon, and the Arizona Cardinals. Not only covered this one, I would have put this in my Atomic Dogs, but I want to talk about this one too much. The Cardinals are going to roll this team.
I will say this is a textbook game that the Jets would lose. Is right when they get fans' hopes up again, they just fall flat on their face.
Also, just real quick about this game. Last I saw was at even. Has it swayed? Is it swayed either way? I saw it at even.
It's been moving Jets all
the line's
Thursday,
been moving.
basically.
That's kind of what I was hinting at.
Where's it at right now for the Jets?
-2.
Jets are favored?
Yeah.
Oh, ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. I should have took this as one of my Atomic Dog. Cardinals get this one tomorrow.
Next up, we got the Detroit Lions facing off against the Houston Texans. The Lions, as you might expect, are favored, but it's only by 3.5 points. So what do you guys think?
Man, this one's a tough one for me because, number one, it's NBC Night Football tomorrow. The world's going to be watching. They put this on the schedule for a reason. But give me the Lions with this 3.5. I think this game is close, but I think there's a late touchdown that makes it like a 4-point, 5-point game where the Texans have to go the length of the field. They've been flying close to the sun a lot of their games, man, and sooner or later they're going to get burned up. This could be one of these games because this Lions offense, it doesn't matter if they're on the road or if they're at home. And this game is on the road, but it's indoors. There's no weather. There's no grass stains on the all-white jerseys like Dan Campbell would love. This is just, we're going to just beat you up front. We got the skill guys. You guys are still missing some guys. Our quarterback's better than your quarterback. Give me the Lions to cover.
Did you know that the Detroit Lions you know what? I got this wrong. Anyway, start of this season. Start of the season. 8-1 against the spread. Last 5 games, 5-0 against the spread.
Yeah.
Jason McIntyre told me this the other day. In the last 55 games, 40-15 against the spread. Now, that's when I was trying to double check just now, but Jason McIntyre told it to me, and you know what? We talk on the same radio. I'm going with it. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions in a game that, honestly, I've been on this for a couple weeks now, in a game that has everybody saying, what's wrong with the Texans afterwards? This is going to be the moment where it's like, wow, the Lions just mollywopped them. I think they win by 10.
I think it's more of a storyline. Just real quick, I'm sorry, Ian, but I think it's just more of a storyline of how the Lions have arrived. Like we kind of know. We know now. I think that happens Monday morning after this game.
Yeah, the Lions are legit, no doubt about it. Last game, we've got the Bills facing off against the Indianapolis Colts. Colts, they came up a little flat last week after benching Anthony Richardson. They might be a little hungry to come back. The Bills are favored by 4, though. What do we think?
Backup quarterback. That's the answer right there. I love my man, Uncle Flats. That's my guy, but at this point, you just don't have it anymore. And I'm not going to sit here and try to be a hater for the Bills. They have enough weapons. You got Josh Allen. It's on the road. It's indoors. It's out of the weather. It's out of the inclement or anything like that. So I think they'll do enough to get it up. I can see this being like a 10-point win for the Bills tomorrow. Give me the Bills.
I'm going to take the Colts. I'm going to take the Colts to keep it close. Bills win this thing, but since Buffalo really stepped on the gas against Baltimore, I feel like I haven't seen that same offense. And I know they got Amari Cooper. He